Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Rookie mistake again. Um, anyway, I guess Frisco's winning 17-7. Is that what I'm hearing? Good morning to everybody. Brock, Bill, Ron, Al, Going Grays. How you doing? Who else? Tom's here. Robert Mack in Asia. Wow. Andy's here. Andy's got to be really short now. He's got to be really excited. Maybe we'll talk to him in a little while. And let's see who else. If I miss anybody, sorry. But, hey Daniel, how you doing? Miss, how you doing? Tommy J's here. Everybody's here. Wow. Mr. Mitch is even here. That's amazing. Let's see. Mark's here, and Mark's going to come on in a little while too. And I'm going to try to maybe download a couple of pictures of the house and stuff. And he's got a new house, in case you didn't know. And Jake's here too. Cool. Sorry I was a little bit late. I tried to hitch up my Cat 6 cable. It was an afterthought. So, and I brought it over and plugged it in, and it recognized it and everything. But I just texted my wife and said, "Is it a different password?" Maybe they put a different password in there for the Cat cable. I don't know. Maybe somebody knows. If somebody knows, let me know. Who's saying? Is that Sarin? No, it isn't. I don't know if you're familiar with Richard of Richard Travels. He had a bunch of people on his show, Chuck and Joe and James, and actually Ride for Kicks and all them. He did deals and kind of gave everybody a boost, including me. I was never actually on the show. I was in a little segment on new bloggers or something, but he actually would interview people. Great show, great guy. He made them for me for nothing, both the intro and the outro. He asked me if he could do it. I said, yeah. Great guy. Hopefully he comes back. He's taking a little hiatus of some kind, and obviously he needed it. But I'm hoping he comes back because I really enjoyed it. Let's see. Hey Dave and everyone. Martin, how you doing? And yeah, if somebody knows, is it a different password, that would help me out. My wife will probably get back to me sometime. I don't know. But yeah, Mark's going to come on in a little while. He's bought a new house, and then he made a bunch of upgrades. Made it from a semi-Thai kitchen to what I would consider a Western kitchen with overhead cabinets and that kind of stuff. And he put a pergola, I think, outside, and a bunch of greenery, softscape stuff too. And he probably did some, and I think he did a bunch of closet work too. Anyway, he'll tell us, and he said that there's some stuff that I can download. So when he's talking about it, maybe I'll go in and try to see if I can find them, so you get an idea. Nice place. I've seen the pictures. Really nice, actually. And then hopefully, in case anybody's wondering, I'm still working on the breakdown for this house. Like I said, it's still going to be somewhere in the 2.8 without the land, 2.9, right around between 2.8 and 3. But I'll have the breakdown as far as how much was the wall. The driveway wasn't included in the deal. There was a bunch of ads. Upgrade on the tile, upgrade on the kitchen island, a lot. Toilets, everything was an upgrade. But we still when we originally put it out, I was trying to shoot for under 3 without the pool and the pond and the outdoor kitchen. Now the outdoor kitchen, I put a video out. It's running over budget already. I've got to call. In fact, I've got to get a hold of Chuck, and I'm not going to make it on this deal to Ko Chang and stuff. So, which is a bummer. And then I was going to try to come and visit him too, and on the 4th. And my wife wants to get this Thai kitchen sealed up so that when it rains, Mom still has a place to cook. Otherwise, she's going to come into my kitchen. So we know how I feel about that. So I guess I'm stuck for a little while. So the next one will probably be the bike trip in the middle of March, and no one's really gave a firm date on it except for the middle of March. So I'm looking forward to that. That's a given. I'm going regardless. They say there's going to be a lot of people, but we'll have some fun anyway. Let's see, and then hopefully I'm going to get done. He's here this morning. In fact, I don't know. I'm going to go as long as we want to go on the live stream, but we're going to inside, and it'll say on the second part of this. We remember it was supposed to go up with the block one above the windows and the sliders. It's now, and I said that in the first video, it's going to go all the way up because she wants it completely enclosed for rain. And now she wants a tile instead of smooth, making that smooth and painting it. So behind the kitchen where the burners and the sink will be is all going to be tile, and then on the other side it's going to be tile only to one tile above the sliders and the windows. So it's going to cost another $4. So we're at about 30,000 baht in material right now, and that we bought a bunch of stuff, but we're probably going to buy some more. It's going to be, I'm going to guess 45,000. That's the budget I've set in my mind. So, and I'm trying to put the budget together on what I spent on the house. And now that we moved, I'm trying to collect and find all the books that I wrote everything down in. So my wife remembers most of it. I remember most of it, but I want to find the books. But, some people are interested in how much it costs to build, obviously. And it can vary. I mean, I've seen houses, depend on where you want to live. I've seen single story, 3-bedroom, something similar to like Joe's, except not as extravagant, on a maybe smaller piece of property, obviously no pools, for $1.5 million, $1.75 million. But it depends on where it's located and where you want to live. But I would think that if you had a piece of land, you could build a small 2 or 3 bedroom for $1.5 million. I would think. But some of the stuff I've seen, 1.75. I don't know what if Mark wants to share what he spent on his, that's up to him. But mine, we have a loan for 2.3, and I think we put in probably about 500,000, about $500,000 baht between the wall and the driveway, like I said, and everything. The covers, they weren't included in the original base bid. Those were 84,000 baht. Stuff like that, it adds up quick, So, especially the bigger ticket items, they add up real quick. Oh, cool. You did. I didn't know that. Mitch did a guided tour through the house. It looked really nice from what I seen. Mark gave us a guided tour through the house with the phone. Is that in person or by phone, Mitch? Is that what you're talking about? Let's see. I'm sure you're close enough to where it's probably in person. And I don't know if Mark's moved in there or not. I think he was going to move in on Saturday, so he might be in there now. He'll tell us all that good stuff. Let's see. What am I missing? If I'm missing something, guys, put it back up. Just try to put question, because that really catches my eye. And how's the sounds okay with this $500 mic or 500 baht mic? I really like this microphone. It sounds good in my ear. And Chris is here. Hey, Chris, what's up? Do you know that, Chris, on the box that you get, the Wi-Fi boxes for the Cat6 cable, would it be a different, or could it be a different password? She hasn't gotten back to me yet. She's probably busy. Probably not worried about it. Because I plugged in the Cat6 cable and it showed it, And when I clicked on it, it says it has a password. And when I put in the normal password for the Wi-Fi, it said wrong password. So might have been something the guys set up, and maybe she's got to find out. Hey, there's Tony. Good morning, Tony. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Everyone in the house? Yeah, everybody's here. House is kind of a mess, but that's one thing. I was going to go to Ko Chang and all this kind of stuff, and she goes, well, what happens if one of your friends want to stop by and stay and our house looks like crap? And I said, well, that probably won't happen, but, I'm just going to give, hopefully I'll live 10, 15 years and I'll get to go on way more of these, although it would be fun. I had a great time with James and Chuck and Joe and Mitch and, everybody when we went on the bike ride, and I will again, and Tony in March, but there'll be plenty of time for that. She wants to get this done, and like I said, I was hoping that the budget was going to be $30,000 on the Thai kitchen, and I kind of blew that a little bit, but that was wishful thinking. But it looks great. It's going to look really nice. She's going to have a really nice place. The first place that we rented she had a really nice outdoor kitchen, but I took that up with most of my pond equipment and pumps and all sorts of stuff, so she didn't get to use that. But she used the inside kitchen, was big too. That was probably the nicest place, the nicest kitchen she's had. Let's see, Chris says, AV is all good as usual. Shouldn't need a password unless you are trying to log into the router. Well, maybe it's not hooked up. Maybe I misread it just came up as another Wi-Fi deal. When I plugged it into my other computer via a connector, because it didn't have Cat 6, as soon as I plugged it in, it went straight to it. So maybe this is not hot. Maybe they haven't hooked it up yet. I will check. She'll let me know. She'll find out and call me back. Thanks, Chris. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. So I'm just gonna watch videos. I'll watch Chuck's videos and James's videos and Mitch's videos and Joe's videos and there's supposed to be like 30 people. I think Keisha is going, and her husband. But there's like 25, 30 people or something. There's going to be a bunch on the bike ride too, which, I guess the more the merrier. The only problem is riding. If everybody's not comfortable riding and stuff like that, we're all going to know where we're going. So if you don't feel comfortable, just take your time and go at your own pace. And if there's 2 or 3 people hanging out with you, then you're in good shape. And, there should be at least 2 in case something happens. But, all 25, 30 people don't have to go. I wouldn't want to do that. Anyway, I wouldn't want to do that. I'll hang in the back. But I'll have fun regardless. Let's see. It's Stuck here. I didn't even see Stuck. Hey, Stuck, how you doing? Good morning to you, my friend. It's tied right now. Oh, crap. Well, I'm not really a Frisco fan. It's just geographically where my house was 3-4 hours from Frisco. It was the closest football team that I had. So I just kind of adopted them, I guess. But I hate the Rams. I'm 65 years old. I watched them when I was younger. And yeah, go Rams, LA Rams, go, go, go. And all they did, from what I remember and why I hated them, is they would get ahead, then they would sit on the ball and not move the ball, and then lose the frickin' game every time. And I disowned them. And then they moved to where the hell did they go? To the Midwest someplace? I forget. But I know we called them the Lambs, the Lammies, but never did like them. So it was an easy pick for me. 49ers all the way. Is TT here? Hey, Titastic, how are you doing? Again, breakfast also. Hello, is everybody saying hello to Stuck? And Bill, everybody says hello to everybody. But yeah, I'm looking forward, Tony, to the. I'm gonna guess if I'm done by the 3rd week of February, I'd be happy, so that I could start the plunge pool and do it in a month. I want to try to do it in a month, so we'll see. So it would be February. So at the end of March, that would be done, and then I'm figuring 2 months on the pond. The pond's going to be a lot more elaborate than the plunge pool's going to be. My wife wants jets in the thing, and it's kind of driving me nuts because I don't want to plumb in airlines and buy air pumps and all that kind of crap and just let it go. But she wants them, so I'll put 2 or 3. She wants it to bubble, blow air. Okay. Move to Martin is introducing himself. Hi guys, by the way, I'm Martin, hoping to move to John Tiem, not Martin, Thailand. Okay, Martin. Are you here in Thailand now, or where are you coming from? And how old are you, if you don't mind saying? John Tiem's great. That's where Mitch is. That's where most of the people go. And right now it's really reasonable to live there too. Hey Bruce, Sassy May, how you doing? Trying to get out of LA. Okay, my stomping grounds. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley. I was there a long time. What's Tony saying? I'm heading out on the 8th. Okay, 4 to 5 days. Oh, that's right. You've got a bike ride, right? I'm telling you, Skywalker. Cool. And I know that I saw your last video. You had a little part. Luckily, you found that before you took off. That was compromised and had it replaced. That's good luck as far as I'm concerned. I didn't get my bottle of water either. I don't have to do that. You're going to have to watch me get up and come back. Okay, so that's basically, I don't have a bunch. The house, like I said, the fish are good. Water's good for the fish. That thing's leaking like a sieve, so the sooner I get in the pond, the better. Oh, Santa Monica, okay. Yeah, very familiar with that area. I don't know, it was great growing up in the San Fernando Valley. I really enjoyed it. And I was growing up there in late 60s, mid 70s was pretty much my 16 to, 20, years span. So the free love and all that stuff was just, it was still around when I was 16. Hey Bodo, how you doing? I did, we had a lot of fun when I was a kid. Besides the fact, like if you've watched, you know that I'm really into bikes. I had a Harley I had a Sportster when I was 15 and a half, 16, and 16 and a half I got a Panhead and actually rode that to high school. That was my vehicle of choice back then. So I had a lot of fun when I was a youngster. All right, let's see. I don't think I missed anything. And like I said, Tony, can I ride her? Did he answer that? Mitch needs to get a bike. You decide, are you going to buy one, or what are you going to do, Mitch? I know you were looking at the same one. Tony's got that 500 CBX, something like that. Nice looking bike. Reasonably priced, too, for what you're getting. Tony likes his, I know that. What is this? And I believe I can't blame Dave for voting the Terminator to become governor in California. Yeah. Hey, Dip Media, how you doing? Good morning to you. I got my Ducati yesterday. I'll believe that when I see you on it. So send me a picture. Giving away my clothes, selling 2 cars, 3 motorcycles, and moving to Thailand. Hey, God bless you, man. I know I would. I did. I didn't give away. Well, I held on to my house for 3 years and then sold that. But I left with 3 suitcases and been gone ever since. So I got no regrets. Like I said, as long as you're, if you're coming, because tomorrow is the 1st? So tomorrow what is it? Test and go is back into effect, I believe. Check, of course, with the government. I have to say that so people tell me you lied. No, I didn't really lie. It's what I thought was going on. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I love it here, man. It's and I really liked it over there. If I was single, I would have. Well, when I was single, I went to Kemala. So I was by the water, and then if I knew what I knew now, I would probably be over by where Joe is somewhere in the Pachuap Curicon area. Um, I really liked it. I wanted something a little bit slower. John TM now, when I was there a month ago, I think I was there for a 1 week vacation with the family. It was fine, but it's now, it isn't normal time. And some of the stuff you could see, like in James's live streams driving around at night. I mean, some of the places are pretty open, obviously. So I think everything's going to come back to normal. I really do. Hey James, how you doing? James Morris. Hi everyone. What size? Let's see. Well, it's a toy Ducati. Yeah, I kind of figured he was. I don't know, man. Those Hondas. The reason that I got rid of that one that I had, the Taiwanese one, is because I could ride my Forza into Surin right here, and I've got my choice of 30, literally 30 Honda dealers in the surrounding area. I could throw a rock and hit one, and that's what when I'm going like that 11 hours that I jam back from Pachuap to Surin. Any place that I broke down, I was within. I could take the Honda and get it fixed. Now I don't know about the Ducatis. Suzuki has quite a few, I think, and Yamaha does too, but Honda's by far. And that's what I'm concerned about. When I'm out riding, am I going to be able to get my bike or my scooter? I call it a bike. When I get ready to get it fixed or have to have it fixed, is there going to be something really close? And yeah, that's why my preference would be Honda. So, I will ride with you, Robert, back in Asia. What did Robert say? Super tramp. What did Robert say? I missed it. I'll bring my taco mini bike. Yeah, I wish I still had my taco mini bike. Mine was purple. What color was yours, Robert? They're cool little bikes. And then I got into I got into the CT, the Trail 70s and the 50s, what they call monkeys here, the little ones, the 50s. But I had the rare one. I had 3 of the automatics, and I had one of they made a 4-speed with a clutch on the on the Trail 70. And I just sold that maybe 2 years ago. I sold pretty much everything that I had left. The Porsche went, um, the 70s went, the boats went, the jet ski, everything went. Everything got sold and gone. I didn't need it. I wasn't going back. Okay. All right. Well, let's bring Mark in, and then maybe he can explain a little bit what's going on with his pad. Hey, Mark, how you
Good morning,
doing?
all.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are we all?
So I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. So yeah, we moved in on Friday. It was unlike typical Thailand. Everything came forward one day instead of being pushed back a day. So
Yeah, I really like your place. Mark walked us through, me and Mitch, on a on a phone call or whatever they're called, and the place looks awesome. Kitchen looks
thank
awesome.
you,
Everything
thank
looks
you.
good. Yeah, everything looks good. In fact, you got your couch delivered the day you did our
Yeah,
walkthrough
that's
deal,
right.
right? Right.
They were putting it together, I think. So yeah, so yeah, everything's in now. Still got one or two boxes. I've got all my stuff from Australia that's 99% unpacked now. So just one or two things I've got to take out of a box, put together, and then home sweet home. So I've set myself up in one of it's a 3 bedroom home. So I've set myself up in one of the third bedrooms as a little bit of an office. Next door and behind me is another bedroom where our daughter, when she comes back from uni, she wants to be able to study. So she's got her little study area as well, and a bedroom. So all is good, and then I am more than happy to share some pics if you've got them there, Dave. So
Yeah, I'm gonna while you rap about the house. In fact, I think I was supposed to be doing that. I'm going to I'm going to duck out. You can talk about the house, and I'll go try to find those. Were those on the line?
Yeah. Send
Okay.
them on the line group. So,
All right. I'll go over and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
all right, no worries. So, for those that have sort of followed my little journey here on Dave's live stream, while I was trapped in Australia, my partner, my wife, girlfriend, everything. She started to have a little bit of a look around for a house for us to buy because I was coming over to live permanently. As you know, I'm retired, and so she found a house. We were in Rayong, central Rayong, right in the middle of the city, basically. And we picked Ban Chung because heard a lot about it, and as my missus said, it's close enough to Pattaya, but yet far enough away that I don't get into too much trouble. But she was very forward thinking about, well, I am a Farang in a foreign country, foreigner in a foreign country, and every now and again it is good to chew the fat, as we say, with a couple of other English speaking people. So we've done that a few times now, where I've been able to travel from Rayong City, uh, courtesy of some good friends that I've got here already, which is Tom and Mitch and Martin's Thai Life, and there's a whole heap. TT, everybody that has really welcomed me to Thailand. And so, yeah, we found the house. It was at about 90% completed. And as Dave said, it had the typical Thai kitchen, which is just a flat concrete bench, a couple of cupboards underneath, had no real cupboard space. I don't know. I like a non-cluttered look. So we engaged with a contracting company to pull out the kitchen. It's a galley style kitchen, as you'll see in the pics when Dave does put them up. We wanted some built-in bedrooms, built-in robes in the bedrooms, so that they're full height. Double doors in the two spare bedrooms, and 4 door wide in the master bedroom. Couch, new washing machine. It's all been rather exciting. So we've been coming down here for about a month since the renovations on a brand new home commenced at the start of January, and the developer put in all the grass. We've dug some holes and put in all of our plants, so they're starting to become established now. It's obviously still watering them every day, but it's a big difference from living in a shop home. The shop home was on a busy soy. It had a roller door at the front, and now I can wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I can walk outside. I don't disturb anyone when the door goes up, and I sit outside underneath my little pergola, and I can have my morning brew. It's just lovely. Nice cool breeze in the mornings. It's a nice little spot, and we're trying to work out who loves the home more, my wife, myself, or our little dog. The dog he's just turned a year old, and he's always been an inside dog, obviously living in a shop home and living on a busy soy. But now you just can't get that dog inside at all. He just sits outside the whole time. So, how'd you go, Dave?
I couldn't find it.
Oh.
That figures. I tried to go back and back, and I couldn't find it. I don't know why. I didn't want to go
It
back.
does not to worry. I haven't got them I'm on my laptop at the moment. I haven't got them on my laptop. I know it would be easy to sync them from my phone, but maybe next time, Dave. I'm happy to
Yeah,
share.
yeah,
Next
yeah.
time,
Definitely,
I'll load them up on my
definitely,
laptop.
definitely. Yeah, because
Hmm.
it's really a nice place. I know people would enjoy enjoy seeing it.
Thank you.
Like you
So,
said,
look, I really did take a back seat to the house. I mean, look, there's things that we couldn't change because the house was at 90% completed. So, but we're really happy with the upstairs floor. We're really happy with the tiles downstairs. We're happy with the colours. As you can see behind me, they're very, very neutral. She picked the colour of the drapes. They've all got their tie backs, but I've just sort of opened it up. we've gone. She likes the blue. I happen to like blue as well. So look, it's funny that we've only been together for 4 years, but we seem to be in perfect sync. We think the same things. We have the same style in colours and style and in what we want in the garden, and all the rest of it. So
Yeah, that's the way it
relationship made
was.
in heaven, as
That's
Dave
the way it was
always
with us
says.
too.
He's
The only
he's
the
the
only
luckiest
thing.
man. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Dave always says he's the luckiest man in Thailand. So I
Yeah,
guess
we got a
I'm the
few.
second luckiest man in
Yeah, I
Thailand.
think there's four or five. There's Jake. There's Robert. There's a bunch of them. Brock, that are lucky. But we did. The only thing that we didn't really agree on, and like I said, it's kind of growing on me, is the pink bathroom downstairs.
Hmm.
I'm kind of, I don't always go over and shut the door, which I thought I was going to do, but I don't. It's okay. But everything else was fine. And like I said, for the whole year, we've been together 2.5, and we've been in 10 fights or something, arguments. I wouldn't call them fights, arguments, and 8 of them were during the building of the house. So that's why
Hmm.
she was all happy when it got done. It's like, all right, we won't argue anymore. Well, we still a little bit. I think you have to a little bit, but she mainly, I mean, she wants everything to be. It's her house, as far as I'm concerned. It's 100% her house. I want her to feel I can live in anything. Granted, I wanted my kitchen. I got my kitchen. I'm happy. I don't need anything else. But she wants the outdoor deal. I would have thrown it together outdoor and did it for half the price of probably what we're going to end up doing it. But she's not going to have a smile on her face, and her mom's not going to be. So how much is what is that, $600? What's the big deal in $600? It's so cheap here, to
Yeah,
get
well,
stuff done.
that's right. I did a video tour with my best friend back in Melbourne, and his first comment was, "How much were all the drapes?" And I said they were about 35,000. He said, "Oh, so how much is that?" And I said, "Look, it's about 1,200 bucks, $1,300."
Right. And
And
that's
he
what mine was too, I think.
couldn't believe it. So
I can't remember. I think I told you how much mine were, but I've
yeah,
got
well, I
like
think we were about the
about
same,
the
Dave.
same.
We
I
were
got
about the
9 million windows in this house, but it all worked out good. Even the one I've got a corner window in the kitchen, and they did a curved deal with the white behind it, and they did a really good job for the money.
same.
I think they did anyway. The only thing that I didn't like is the day they were here, they were using that steaming machine to take all the wrinkles out of the deals, and I guess the power went out. We had left, and the power went out, and she had already given them the last 10,000 baht, and they just packed up their stuff and left. So the curtains aren't as tidy as they could look. In fact, I was
Mm.
almost going to ask her, can you? You can't ask, Thai people don't like to ask for anything. Like I would just say, hey, come back, get your butt back here, and finish the job.
Yeah.
They won't do that. They don't want.
No,
My
they
wife doesn't
don't.
even want
No,
to
they
call and
don't.
ask. I said, well, can you at least call them and tell them I'll pay them if they want to come back? She won't even do that. So she would do that. But everything. It's different, whole different deal here in Thailand. You have to have a significant other, a wife, whatever your deal is, man. It's a whole. You got to have an open mind, man. You got to be able to give and take and roll with the punches. And it's not that hard. I mean,
No.
maybe it's easier for me because I thought it would be harder for me because I'd be set in my ways after 65 years. But now it's just more, God, look at that smile on her face. Yeah, whatever you want, baby. It's
Yeah.
absolutely fine with me. Do what you want.
Well, you and I have discussed it on a few occasions offline, as that I think the biggest for anyone wanting to come over and get into a relationship with a Thai woman is the one is and live in Thailand in general, even if you don't want to have a Thai wife or a Thai girlfriend, is to have patience over here. If you come over with a full head of if you get a full head of steam here, you just might as well just bang your head against a wall. I mean,
Yeah,
things happen there's a common saying here, isn't there? Thai time,
right.
and that's really good.
And
Um,
it did, even in my house, took a year. It should have
mm,
taken, he told me 6 months, 7 months. So he ran over a little bit. And did I get agitated? Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, you need to be able to know how to relax, know how to take it easy. But being with the woman, and like I said, everything, it's so much different if you're not used to it. I wasn't used to it. A lot of these people that are on this channel, and they've been to Thailand numerous times. I came in the end of 2018 and been here ever since, but I never been before. And the Thai way, the Thai culture, the Thai people, the Thai women, because I hear a lot about, oh, this village over here, there's a bad Farang. He's a bad man. He yells at the lady. He doesn't let her go anywhere. He wants to know where she is 24/7. He blah 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 blah. He's just a bad man, and that happens. But if you're this decent, you could have the relationship of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Because if you give them this much, they give you back this much. I mean, it's unbelievable what you
Yeah.
get just by saying, like our fathers. When Joe's not here. He came in earlier and said he had to take off, but it the little sweets that I get from my father-in-law once in a while. You'd think I handed him $1 million. It cost me 40 baht.
Mhm.
You know, just little stuff like that just comes back. Tell me, he always makes sure my scooter's covered. Always looking out. All of them looking out for me constantly. And I think that's the way it is too. If you're a little on the older side, like I'm going to say 50 and above.
Grey hair brigade.
Yeah. But you're a. They look up, the people and the women and everybody look up to you, that you have wisdom, knowledge. Maybe in some cases, kind of maybe shouldn't, but they want to take care of you. It isn't anything. I didn't come here with the anticipation of trying to chase down an 18-year-old girl. That wasn't my intention. Like I'd said before, I did come here with the intention to have some kind of a partner. Just didn't have to be sexual. Just, I wanted to talk to a woman. I've been with the woman for 30 years, and now all of a sudden I don't have a woman in my life to talk to, because she was my best buddy too. So when Nitnoy came along, I knew immediately. We were on the line deal for I think 3 months before we met, and then as soon as we met, I knew immediately. And she told me later that she did also. But they don't care. They want somebody that's 55, 60 years old. They want the security. They want the ability to say, did I chase women and do things that were off the freaking charts when I was younger? Yeah. Am I looking to do that now? No. I'm 65 years old. I'm done. I told my wife, you're the last woman that I'm going to be with. Even if you go, or I'm done. I don't need anything more. And it took me 2.5 years, and she still, if she has one drink, she doesn't believe me. But if she stays sober, she'll go ahead and believe me that I'm not, because I guess they've gotten cheated on, husbands, boyfriends, whatever, normal. Not just Thailand, happens all over.
No, that's right.
Happened to me, yeah. But it is. I mean, I never thought that I'd have a life again, and I've got a life. So, like I said, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
TJ reckons he's reposted those pics I sent Dave. So
Did he?
You want
Yeah, okay. I'll be right back.
Mitch, I wholeheartedly concur. Absolutely. I don't get people that just don't respect people in general, but don't respect women. I don't know. Just no, not in my world, and certainly not in your world either. So, what else have I missed? Morning, Brock. I think I said hello to you. I think Brock's a covert Apple wannabe. Keeps on saying iOS when he texts me or texts the group. So, and Andy, yeah, no, for you, we will make an exception, and you're to wear swimming clothes, your Speedos, your budgie smugglers, right? But everybody else, it's a nuderama. But for you, my friend, budgie smugglers. Talk about the pool. The pool is magnificent. Oh my God. It was, I got down, I worked my butt off yesterday and then hopped in the pool about 6 o'clock last night. Oh man, it was beautiful. Oh, keyboard's working at the moment. Good to hear. It's probably because what's the time over there, Brock? What is it? It's 10:45 over there. You're probably only on yet. Maybe you haven't had a beer yet, so maybe that's why the keyboard's working. Yeah, but the pool, I love it, Tommy. Absolutely love it. 25 meters. I cut. I don't know. I didn't do too much. Maybe about 500-meter swim last night, but it was nice, and I felt it. It's probably been about 3 or 4 weeks since I've swam, and I woke up this morning, my shoulders are tight, but it feels good. You know that burn that you get. It's really, really good. It felt good. So that's going to be my regular day. I haven't worked out whether I'll do it in the morning or I'll do it in the evening. Or maybe I'll do it in the morning and the evening. What the hell? I'm retired. I can do whatever I want.
That's the truth, isn't it?
It is. It is. But yeah, busy week this week. We've got our first house guest tonight. I went and celebrated Australia Day at the Wombat and Kiwi Bar on Beach Road in Jomtien with some honorary Australians. Give you a mention, Tom and Mitch. I had several beers because I wasn't driving, and apparently I invited someone to come and stay. So he he said, "I'm taking you up on that invite. I'm coming on Monday." Sure, no problems. Thank you, Robert Mack. And I saw a comment about having a barbecue. Yes, haven't got a barbecue. So there's 3 things that need to happen in the house that haven't happened yet. On the 2nd of February, we're putting fly screen doors in on all the windows and the 2 sliding doors downstairs. Second is I want to put. There's no insulation in the roof. There's just none. So that's okay. We don't spend any time up here during the day, but there is a noticeable difference in temperature from downstairs to upstairs during the middle of the day. So I will put some insulation in the roof. Third thing, I'm probably going to be expedited to number 1, is a barbecue. So Thai ladies, like anyone else, they want to see commitment. Good luck to you, my friend. Thank you very much, Tom. And of course, you're more than welcome when I do get that barbecue, or even before the barbecue comes. Come over. We'll share a few, because I've got my little outdoor setting now. And we relax on the couch. God, it's a nice couch. Fell asleep on that a few times. John McFarlane, room 222 views. How you going? Thank you very much. I'm offended that wasn't. What? No, I said honorary Australian. You are an honorary Australian. I've even. What have I got for you? I've got something for you. I meant to give it to you the other week, last week. Oh, I've lost it. Got you a flag, mate. Got you your own Australian flag. I don't know what I've done with it now. So.
I'm almost done.
Oh, I've lost my flag for Mitch. I'll find it, Mitch. I've got your flag, your Australian flag, under the Southern Cross, my friend. Oh, my first. Well, you had to bugger off. You had to bugger off before I had that 10th beer. Otherwise, but you don't need an invitation. You've got the key. You've got the front door key. You can speak fluent Thai, so you can slip yourself in and out whenever you want. So I trust you implicitly, of course. So
Okay, I probably did this the absolute hard way, but let's see if it works.
no shiny objects.
I downloaded them. You can see that, right?
So all the timber furniture that you see on the stream is all that we've had done extra. So the TV entertainment unit, the little breakfast bar there, the overhead cupboards for all my what's the word? Objet d'art. What's that one? I can't remember. Oja, but no, anyway. My little bits of Australia, my little bits of Thai, yeah, that's all there. So that's downstairs. There's my sofa, um, very
Very nice.
comfortable. Yeah, very nice. So I don't think in these photos you've got my dining room table and my dining room
Yeah,
table.
yeah, I do actually. You
Oh,
want to see
okay,
that
that's
now?
good. So yeah, no, no,
I
no.
can.
Just go through, just scroll
Oh,
through
okay.
the photos. So
Okay, that's
this is the must-have for her. Go if you go back a photo. So
yeah. There we go.
she wanted somewhere to do her makeup.
That was
Like
this one, right?
yeah, so now she's complaining there's not enough bench space for all of her toiletries and perfumes and makeup stuff.
Here's the table, I believe,
Yeah,
right?
so there's the dining room table. So the ladder was out with my big bloody Milwaukee rotary hammer drill, punching holes in the walls to hang my pictures on. So there's a bit of Australiana. There's a few bush scenes.
There's this one. We already looked at that, right?
Yeah, looked
I
at
really, I
that one.
really like that couch. Is awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
Really
yeah,
hitting.
yeah. It is a nice couch. So
Here's
that's
one
the
of the
daughter's
bedrooms.
bedroom. So that's it's got a single bed in that one. She only wanted a single bed, so we left it up to her. Look, who knows how often she's going to come and stay. So she's, you know, she oh, it's her first day at school. They're actually in class today, so that's good.
Wow.
But if
Here's
she
another
goes, and
bedroom.
that's the room that I'm in now. So I've got, so you know, envisions me sitting there in that little nook there with a little bit of a bench. So
Let's see what this.
so that
Oh, here's
along
the
that
kitchen.
wall, yeah, along that wall was just the Thai bench with
This one.
no, the next one.
This one.
Yeah, just had the Thai bench, so no overhead cupboards, no cupboards
Right.
underneath, just a sink. That was all. G'day, Daniel. You're on a virtual tour of my house. So upstairs bedroom, master bedroom.
That's nice.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
another one of the. No, this. Oh, that
yeah.
was the little one we saw, and then the table. That was it.
Table, yeah.
But you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to kind of. These. They're both nice. I want to see if I can get this bigger. Let's see if. Why won't it? Let's see. Will it let me? No.
So the
Did
developer,
that did that get bigger or no? Only for me.
oh, maybe only for you. It's okay sitting on my
Is it?
laptop.
God, I
Yeah.
thought there was a way that I could. Anyway, it's very very nice
It's
out.
almost full screen on. Well, I'm looking at it via StreamYard, so I'm not looking at it
Let's see what
via
happens.
YouTube. Tom says it's big
Oh,
enough.
that's
So
you.
mm.
That was you. Okay, I thought I could. I thought I could do that on the picture, but it's not letting me. Anyway, it's a nice place. I really like this one too. The picture,
Thank you, Dave,
perfect.
and you
And
and
then
you are
you
more than
didn't have
welcome.
any pictures. You did the pergola outside. You did a bunch of
So
stuff outside too, right?
yeah, so there's a pergola outside. So next, I'll upload those pictures. So next time I'm on, I'm more than welcome to share. So some koalas. Yeah, nah, sorry,
So I got
haven't got any koalas here. Haven't got any roos.
Tom says.
I didn't bring any flora and fauna.
You didn't bring the what was the one the the
Oh,
rabbit with the antelope
the
deal?
drop bear, the drop bear.
Yeah, the drop bear
You
too.
can't get close. You can't get close to them. They're just too vicious.
It
You
does
know,
look
they're
great,
out
doesn't it?
hunting Americans the whole time. They're out there hunting for Americans.
Yeah,
Thank you,
like I
Tom.
said, when I was talking earlier, because I'm going to have probably, like I said, now my wife, I think she only paid. I'd have to ask her again, but she bought that land that we built, this land that we built this house on for 200,000 baht. And right now they're about somewhere around 1,800,000. You might be able to buy one for or something. Actually, I found out I could buy the one next to me for 700, but he has two back to back, and he wants to sell them both together. So I'd have to come up with 1.4
Oh,
to
okay.
buy them, which is still, I think, a pretty good deal. But I'm not gonna. I don't have that money to do it now. But I'm gonna say, like I said before, I'm gonna have probably 2.8 uh, without the land. So with the land, it's still 3 million, but you're not gonna find land around here for a couple 100,000 baht. That's
Yeah.
for sure anymore. But it's gonna. I got to do the breakdown. I'll do the breakdown and let everybody know. I got to also do the breakdown. I said I was going to do a breakdown on the wedding, the house blessing party. Like I said, I knew the liquor was 33,000 baht, I think, for the booze, and but I think it came out to, I don't know, it was expensive. I'll do a breakdown on it. James said that I should do a breakdown, so I'll do a breakdown.
Yeah, Tommy Joe, I'm going to put them upstairs. A little bit hard because the house was at 90% or just over 90%. We didn't have the opportunity to wire it or pre-wire it. Now, being a Sparky, you don't actually need to have the wire because you can run a fan and a light off a remote control. So I might just pull one of the light fittings out in the dining room or in the lounge room living area and just see if there's somewhere where I can attach a ceiling fan. They've got to be able to hold, 10, 15 kilos. So I suppose,
This is that one. This isn't the exact same one that I got, but remember I was talking to you about the fan with the light that we're putting in the
yeah,
in the
yeah.
kitchen. I just finally found one. It's the first one I came across. It's real expensive. They're not that expensive, but I want to show it to you real quick because I really liked it. This one.
So while you're finding it,
Can
Bodo,
you
I've
can
never
you
been
see that?
chased by an emu. Oh, yeah, that looks nice.
Now that those blades, they actually retract all the way. When you look up there, all you see is
There's
the
the light.
light.
When
Yeah,
they start up again,
yeah, they come out and they're remote controlled, both the light and the thing. They're gonna put mine. I'm waiting for the electrician's gonna be here probably. What's today? Maybe this week because I need him to do the kitchen, the Thai kitchen. He's gonna do the stuff I want in my kitchen, including this light which we've already bought. I
mm,
want to say it was 3,000, 4,000 baht. I'll have to check, but I believe it was that. Let's see. Let's see if they have another one. I'm just curious if they have one that's reasonably. Yeah, 15,000 baht. Wow, they're expensive. I know I didn't pay that much. If I did, my wife she tricked me and bought it and told me it was cheap. I don't know, but hey, Black Sheep, how you doing? Um, but it's kind of cool. I liked it because the fans are fine. I mean, they look okay. I've been around them and had them for what 40 years now. Same
mm.
type fans, the open ones with or without the light. But it would be perfect because, like I said, that 2 ton that I got for my living room kitchen area, it it blows over there and it is fine. I thought maybe it would be a little weak, but it throws it across the room. But to have a little fan over the island would be just enough air to move around in the kitchen
Yeah.
because I don't want to be
Well,
sweating in the kitchen.
so the developer here put in 2 Mitsubishi heavy duty air conditioners. So one upstairs in our main bedroom. Oh man, you can't even hear it whisper quiet. But
Yeah.
a big one in the bedroom behind me, and then I went with. So we had to purchase 2 air conditioners ourselves. So we've only got 4. And the big one downstairs, I went with the big Samsung, and I tell you, you can't hear that big bugger running either.
No,
So,
they're good.
and
Yeah,
then
I know. I have to get the
one in here.
measurements. Yeah, I've got the one in my bedroom's running right now. You can't hear it, and the one that I have, I don't know. They have the Whisper Cool. It closes the vent, and it's got a million holes in the front of it, and it
Mm.
pushes the air out those little holes. You can't hear it. You can't hear it run, and it just comes across and kind of falls on the room. That was kind of a nice feature. My wife, for Thai people, for some reason Thai people don't like air blowing on them. I want more air, the better. Put a fan directly on me, have it blowing all the time, and I'd be fine. I know Mitch
Uh,
says.
no, no, Bodo. I will not break the law. I'm not allowed to do work on my visa. So I just point to with my missus, and she's got a big Milwaukee, the big one, and I say, now drill, now dig, you dig all the holes. Now, it even I can't. I checked with immigration, and I can't even wash the dishes or mop the floor here because it's classified as work. So all I have to do is just sit on my bum all day. So
Hey John,
can't
how you
work.
doing?
Not
I
allowed.
didn't see you come in. Yeah, that's what I do with these. Even with these guys, I just point. That's why I'll go outside and say, okay, no, I don't want that, because they if you saw in the video, if anybody actually watched my first part of the outdoor Thai kitchen, when I had him put the washing machine there, it was on a whole different premise. We were going to do something different, just a door type thing anyway. He's got to break that down. It's just block. Took him about half a day to put it in and make it smooth. He's got to break that, and he's going to move that to the end so that slider can open from both sides. Instead of, if you look at it, the one side is wide open. To the left side, the 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 washing machine is all up right up against the slider. So that's going to get moved down about 8 feet. And then I decided we were going to worry about pulling the clothes rack through the sliding glass door into the Thai kitchen when it was raining. And I decided just to tell him I'm just going to have him put some steel against the building, put that same PU down that I had, and make a cover not as high as the Thai kitchen to cover that area, so it could rain out there and it doesn't matter. It'll cover the washing machine, and it'll cover the clothes from getting wet and keep them out of the weather.
I
So
did
it'll
have
work.
one save. So I think on Friday or Saturday we had AIS come to put in the fibre. I tell you,
Right.
they wanted to. Look, it's downstairs, yeah, but
You
they
told me
wanted to
that.
run a black cable, right? Just attach it to just punch a hole from outside into inside, run it along the bloody internal wall, and then down that all that wooden furniture that we've had built for the entertainment unit. I'm going, no, you're not doing that. You're not going to do that. So we ended up, and I know where the cable is, and if I tell you where it is, you'll find it. But if you're not looking, I doubt that you'll find it. So I was able to convince these guys to
Hey
do it
Jim.
my way, right? Because I don't know, I've always taken pride in my work, and a good electrician, you don't know he's been there. All you see is PowerPoint on the wall. You haven't seen
My
him
wife, she
up there.
kind of comes around with me, and she'll go, well, what do you think? I go, they're not going to leave that in the middle of the wall there, right? They're going to move that. And, well, why, you want it moved? I said, yeah, I don't want it sitting right. Why? Why they do it? Why? Why? And sometimes I get totally confused why they
Well,
do
when
some of the
when
things
they
they
brought
do.
the fibre in, she's sitting there, and there's about 4 meters or 3 meters curled up on the lounge room floor. And I said to Nan, I said, she's terminating the cable now. Why not? Why make it so long? She says, oh, it's don't worry about it. It's the way we do things. It's the way they do things. Don't interfere with their job. She said, you've already had
Uh,
your victory. They've done the cable the way that you've wanted to. But anyway, because it's what is it? It's smaller than that cable, right? So
right,
and when they've rolled it all up, it comes into a loop of about that big, and it sits in behind the TV because the Wi-Fi router box is behind the
right.
TV, and the little rabbit ears sticking up. So, but but yeah,
That's
I
the way
think
it is.
that
We ended up putting our TV on a whole different wall. In the
um,
living room, it was going to be back to the door, and they put it on the side, and then looking right from the front door straight up. That's where the TV was going to go. So now I've got a plug there, I've got a Cat 6 cable there, and I've got a cable for the TV there. So I guess they're going to leave that there. We're going to build some kind of a shelf wall unit type something on that wall. And then the other wall, I've got to have them bring electrical up, which there's electrical on the other side of the wall. So they just need to bring it up and bring a Cat 6 cable. But I think I'm going to give my mother in law that TV. It's a 49-inch TV. And I'm going to go ahead and get a 65, I think, for the living room. You can get them fairly reasonable. Of course,
yeah.
nothing at this point is fairly reasonable. Everything's expensive. Hey, Jim,
Well,
did anybody did what happened? Is the game over? Does anybody know? Tom's got to be watching. I know he is. It was tied, I think, at one point. I have found that if you want a test done on my house, I start to do the job in 10 minutes. A neighbor will turn up and take it over
Awesome.
for free. Yeah, I don't even try. And like I said, on the scooters, forget it. I took my Forza yesterday to get cleaned, and they did a phenomenal job. It was expensive for what I thought. Thai money wise, it was only, I don't know, what was it, $9, $8, something like that. Anyway, they did a fabulous job on it, but I refuse. I bought tools and stuff like that. I won't work on the bike. I won't do anything. I went there and what was it when we were at Joe's in Pachuap and had the oil changed, and it was like 250 baht or something. It was
Mm.
ridiculous. I had the tube changed on the inside of the on the Scoopy. It was nothing, and it wasn't even that much more expensive going to Honda than it was going to the regular, your local little guy on the corner. Although I do like to give them some work sometimes, so Honda doesn't get it all. But I won't work on a bike anymore. You guys seen the Forza video? That's got like 11,000 views. It's the most views on any video that I have is the one on that Forza.
Mm.
All the equipment that I bolted on or had
See you,
bolted
Andy.
on. Is Andy here? Did he
See you
say
in a
how
couple of
long?
days, mate.
Yeah. What
See you
do
in
you
a couple.
got? 5 days? Did he already say
No,
how long?
I think he said 48 hours. I know
48
that
hours. Wow.
we're meant to have an Aussie, and of course, all of our notary Australians are probably more than welcome. But we're having a bit of a reunion for the Aussies in Bangkok. I think on the 8th of. So Andy's got to do 1 day quarantine, and then he's got to front back up at a government hospital on day 5 to get
To
his
get tested
second
again.
test. I think that's what
Right.
he's been telling me. So
The
yeah,
Niners, they lost, huh? The Rams won. God, I hate the Rams. Oh well. What game? Yeah, Brock's
exactly,
got
bro.
it. What game? Hey, Paul, I didn't even see you come in. How you doing? See you later to Andy. Yeah. So what did Andy say? Well, you said he said 48 hours. Wow. He's got to be
48
excited
hours, I
now.
think. Yeah. So yeah.
Wow. Wow. Let's see. What do we got? It's been an hour. What do we got? We still got like 28 people around, so maybe we'll find something else to talk about.
Mm.
Let's see. Like I already said, tomorrow's the test and go. Andy, I'm imagining his is a test and go, but
Yes. Yes.
how did he get a test and go? And I thought it wasn't
No,
starting until.
they honoured everyone before a cut-off date. So they
Yeah,
they
but
had a
the old
cut-off
one
date.
didn't have a 5 day
Oh no, I
check-in.
think I
They
think
added
they've had
that.
they've added that to him, which is
Okay,
not going to be any huge concern to uh, not going to be a huge concern
right.
for Andy. I don't think. Well, I
No,
hope
because
it's
I
not.
think in the new one, you have to schedule your
Oh,
hotel and do 1 day, and you have to schedule a approved hotel for the fifth day. And it sounds like
yeah,
he's going to go to a government hospital. So maybe the people that had it, they added on 5 days later. You just got to go to a government hospital, get a quick test, and you're on your way. You don't have to have the hotel because I believe, and of course I tell everybody check it out yourselves, but
yeah,
um,
yeah.
you uh, you have to book two hotels. Doesn't have to be the same hotel, but you have to get into a hotel the first day, and then you can go wherever you want. But on the fifth day, you have to let them know that you're going to be in a hotel in Surin, an approved hotel, and then you got to test again. So
Yeah,
that would be
I
the way I would come in now.
I might have
Hey,
been
Ron.
speaking bollocks when I said he has to go to a hospital. I just think he has to go to a approved hotel for day 5, and I suppose I'll have the test sitting there
So maybe
waiting
they
for
added
him
it.
to take there, and he
So they
hands his
honored they
passport
honored
over.
it, but maybe they added that
Mm,
second that fifth day test wherever it is. That
mm,
makes
mm,
sense, I guess.
mm.
Luckily, the people that they honored it because they could have just said, "Nope, it's done, goodbye," and made everybody redo all their crap. Because I'm sure that you would have had to redo your flights and
Oh.
everything. That would have been a nightmare.
So
Let's see.
he's still there. Yeah, second test day 5. He's booked a test at another hotel. So yeah,
Hotel. Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, so people just so people know, you don't have to stay in the same hotel for 5 days. You can if you want, I'm sure, but you only need to be there the first day, and then you can go. But
mm,
you have to let them know where you're going to be on the fifth day, so you can get tested on the fifth day. You test negative, and you're off and running. Go anywhere you want. You can go anywhere you're running out, or anywhere you want after the first day. You just have to have that fifth day scheduled and be in the hotel that day.
Mm, mm.
Who did I say? I seen somebody new. What was it? Was it this? No, not new. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Um, and then John. Let's see. I got a. What did he say? I got a flat fix. The guy charged me 20 baht. Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's just. I just won't do it. I won't. Why would I break a sweat? You know. If you've seen the Forza video, I think it was to put I put the top box on, or the back box. They put the side bags on, which were a pain in the ass. Needed to be drilled and all sorts of stuff. Took them like 6 hours. Two guys, and wanted to charge me 400 baht. So I gave them I think I gave them 200 baht more. There was two guys that were working on it. I gave them 100 each. When they put the front and rear camera on, they were all day, 8 hours, two guys working on it, and they did the wiring all. They did a top-notch job, and again, 500 baht. I'm going, God, you're $15. It's like, it's not worth breaking a sweat. It's just not worth it. Let's see. Hopefully, it will be. I think it's going to be just straight in by July, Jam. That's my personal opinion, but I don't. Unless this new variant or a new variant comes up and yesterday 10,000 people died in Thailand from COVID, but that ain't going to happen. I think the variants are going to get weaker and weaker, and from what I understand from my brother and from my cousin's best buddy, it's like having a cold, and everybody said. I think Nick Dean had it too, and I know quite a few people that had it, and it's just a 4 or 5 day process, just like having the flu or a cold. So
Exactly.
and we got some stranger that wants to come in. Oh, he's got the scores up. Cincinnati.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, Mitch?
Hey, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sound good.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the chat alone. I'm not even gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at the StreamYard screen.
Cool.
Just wanted to rejoice in this here. Look at that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
baby. I won so much money. I won a few baht. Okay,
20 baht. You won 20 baht.
Gambling's illegal.
Yeah.
But I made a bet with someone in the United States
Good job.
on the United States email address.
In United States dollars.
Dude, the
Hey,
money's
David
in the
from Surin, how you
freaking bank
doing?
already.
How you doing, David? Yes.
Finally got my
Yeah.
green screen up.
Yeah, I saw
Got a
that.
light.
That's pretty cool.
What do
It
you
looks
think?
good.
Look okay?
It looks great.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Way better
on.
than before. Before you were like you were dark. You couldn't even see you. And the green screen's working
It's still,
perfectly.
I still hate but I'm looking at LASIK anyway.
I'm thinking about that myself.
I'm
In fact,
considering
we'll have
that.
to talk about that because I haven't.
Here's
I haven't
a
checked
better
into
one.
anything.
Here's a better one. Let me see. You like that one? Does that work? I'm tired of playing nice, guys. I've been patient.
Have you ever played nice though? Not the time I've known you.
I've tried. No, I play hard. I can button my collar once in a while. No, but yeah.
I'm sure we'll get some
The
shit.
stuff I hear, it's like. Anyway, had a great night
Jam says
last
it looks
night.
good. Did you?
Yeah, it looked like it. Looked fun.
And
Yeah,
Gray,
we had a good
did you
time.
check into it at all, Mitch? About because I am serious too, but Gray's is asking how much does it cost here for LASIKs?
Oh man. Yeah, I got on Bangkok Petty Hospital's website,
Right.
punched in what I wanted, and yeah, I'll do it right now. Again.
You know what's really weird? One of my best friends is he was a cop, a marshal, or a marshal then a sheriff. Anyway, he had it done, and he did it because he was playing golf and he couldn't see far away. And I guess you can either have it done, you can't have both. You can either have it fixed for far away or fixed for reading. And he actually told me, he said, Dave, you're not going to believe this. I said, what? Some people have one eye done for far away and one eye. I said, you got to be kidding. Could you
Yeah, I've
imagine
heard
that?
I've heard that before.
Yeah, oh man. I said, you're full of shit. And he said, no, I swear. They get one eye done, and he swears by it because he couldn't see his golf ball. Once he hit his golf ball, He couldn't see where it went, and I could say, hey, I have no problem with that. As soon as I hit it, I know I sliced it, so I just go chase it out of bounds somewhere. But he got it done. He swears by it. He said it's the most fantastic thing he ever did in his life. And he's
Does he
my
walk
age,
around with
65.
Does he walk around with one eye closed and then opens the other one up?
I don't know what you would do. Why would you do that? Just get a pair of reading glasses, because I would have far away done. Reading glasses I can wear, you know. But far away would be nice, because even
Hey,
on
Ron
the
John,
bike,
call me.
I get a little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, thank you, Jim. I'll pay for that compliment later.
No,
Hey,
no
here's the link. The initial link once you get on LASIK at the hospital. Sorry
do
to
they
interrupt
give you? Do they give you an actual price or no?
They will, yeah. I saw different. They have different procedures. You know, the LASIK, they call it supersite surgery. There's different. You know, where they make a flap. You know, they cut the flap, pull the flap over, and they put the flap back. That's one type, and then they have another where they just do the targeted lasers this way that cut, and then when they heal, it shrinks up like you're squinting. You know, but it's just an amazing. I'm not a medical professional.
They did my wife that passed.
Look at
and
those hands.
She had
I'm looking at the
cataracts.
delay.
And they cut her eye with a scalpel. They cut her eye and peeled it back, and then put a lens in there for the cataracts or some kind of crap.
Oh yeah, my mom had that done twice actually.
And I told her, she said, could you see anything? I guess not. She said it was blurry.
They use a scalpel by hand anyway.
I think, yeah, they cut her with a scalpel.
The one I saw is like when they see the movies and they torture somebody, they go like this. Well, it has something like that. They numb you, of course, and keep it lubricated so you don't want to blink. But then it goes.
Is there instructions on how to do it yourself?
I'll tell you.
Yeah, I can do it. I've done it.
We'll talk you
know,
through.
I've done major surgery right here in the condo. I mean,
well, it scared the crap out of me. They asked me if I wanted in this particular.
No, my pole wasn't attached to the ceiling I just broken bones, fractures.
In this particular,
in 2 days they heal up. I mean, it's amazing.
In this particular instance, they had a bunch of rooms, and you could actually walk on an outside aisleway with a one-way mirror, and you could look. She goes, you can go in and watch the procedure if you want. And I said, no, thank you. I'll go outside. Well, they scared the crap out of me because she went in. I figured it's going to take a while, right? I walked outside, smoked a cigarette, come back in, and they're calling my name to come and get her. And I'm going, oh shit, something happened. It wasn't 10 minutes later, right? 5 minutes later, I drove around the back. They wheeled her out. I put her in the car, and we were on our way home. And
in high school,
and it worked for her.
At part of one of the field trip things, we went to the University of Washington medical school, right? And we got to watch an open heart surgery from the round, and pretty fascinating stuff. And then I've begged and pleaded to watch different procedures when people have done it. Hey, can I watch that? Where they've gone down and the scope and a friend. Yeah, just sit in the corner, watch the compound fracture get taken care of. But the one that really, here's the bullshit. Now, the one that really fascinating was the colonoscopy. I really enjoyed that.
Did you enjoy it?
That's the bullshit one.
What did we say? Tom's saying, "Come on, boys, we have ladies on here."
Oh, sorry, Dave. Tom.
But what was said? I don't know.
Oh, I'm probably talking smack again.
No, I don't think so.
Did I say something bad?
Tom, what was it?
Maybe because I stuck a Leatherman in my eye.
That could be. I do want to check into that though. I will look back on this and click that link.
No tax in Thailand. Good.
It would be nice to get
Jam.
that done. I got to get my knees done too. I still haven't asked my wife.
My winnings are from a friend, Ron John. So good luck with their taxing.
Let's see.
I've watched them on the misdemeanor. I watched that kind of stuff on documentaries and YouTube and stuff. But you kind of get, maybe just a warning. Oh, okay. Yeah. What was I going to say? I forgot.
I was looking right now. And I don't see
Endoscopy.
something.
That's it. That's it. Where they?
Endos.
Yeah.
Maybe just a warning. And maybe Tom left. 'cause
So
I don't
breakfast
know.
tomorrow
Where
at
are
the
you going
Wombat.
for breakfast?
No,
Oh,
Friday
okay.
for me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Friday. That's yeah.
But
Okay.
feel free to go and have breakfast tomorrow.
Well,
Mitch is
I
a day
said
behind or a day ahead?
to TT, Ty-tastic in a stream. I said, "Hey, breakfast tomorrow morning, Wombat?" Question mark. Question mark. And he never responded. Then this morning he says, "Dude, I ordered breakfast. Where are you at?" Like he didn't fucking confirm, man. I'm a little tied up right. Not really tied up, but I'm a little busy right now. Okay, I'm putting that in my calendar. Friday is the 7th. Yeah. Boom.
The
Is it?
7th? No.
No.
Wombat.
No.
I haven't got my watch on. What is
7th,
today?
that would be a
Today's
week
the
from
31st.
a week,
No,
baby,
that'll
from this
be
Friday.
today's the 31st. Tomorrow's
Yeah,
the
so-
1st.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it's gonna
see
be-
how I screw things up.
Second, third, it'd be about the 4th.
Yes, that sounds about. No, the 3rd.
Oh, I was looking
I
at the
think the
wrong
4th.
freaking month.
I think
Let
the
me go to
4th is a
February.
Saturday,
The 4th.
and I only know
Sorry.
that because I was supposed to go to. I was supposed to go to Chuck's.
I was looking at January. Sorry, guys. Okay, now I'm looking at February. Okay. Jeez, this is.
So do you guys go every Friday? You go every Friday to the Wombat? For,
Not me.
no,
but
Tom and I, before the road trip, we would try to meet at least once a week. He would come here, and we'd pick a different place to have lunch.
Right.
Just, hey, let's try this, let's try that. So we've done all kinds of stuff. Hungry Hippo, taco place,
That Hungry Hippo looks
I forget
good
what it's
too.
called.
Hungry
Different
Hippo looks
places.
good.
what was that
They all
one
look
opposite
good.
Tree Town we went to? The
It's just fun.
Burger Bar. What was that one opposite Tree Town?
I
Big
can
burger
see the
bar.
road. I'm sorry. Jesus.
What are you doing? Can you guys hear? Does this sound okay? I moved
Yeah.
back. I'm relaxing. And now I can't read the
I should
screen.
block
I
you
got a
for
new
the
pair of
last
glasses.
comment from Dave. I don't know what you're talking about, Ron. Anyway, you guys handle that.
What
Wombat.
is it? I can't
And
see
then,
that. The only problem
I'm
is
just
I
gonna
can't
say
see the.
done.
I can't see the
Good.
chat. I
Prime
can see the
Burger.
chat
That
from
was
here.
it. Thank you, David. Yes.
Prime
Thank
Burger.
you.
I haven't been there. There's a lot of burger places. Although this one here, it does. It gets me. It gets me through my jonesing for a decent burger. But I've seen some of the ones in Pattaya
Me
and
too,
John
John.
Tiem, and they're a lot better.
Okay, let me go
They have
here.
good food. Did
Well,
somebody
Tom,
say they had the
Tom's
lasers?
told me around here there's heaps and heaps of quality restaurants. So he's mentioned an Irish one. So excuse me, Tom. I've forgotten what O'Leary's, O'Doherty's. I don't know.
Watch this. I got
Taggart.
it.
I don't know. No,
Hey,
that's
guys.
Have you?
I'm gonna make
looks
it
as-
coffee.
I have a
I thought
different.
you-
I have a different pair of glasses on there. I look older there. It must be because
Crunch.
it's
The lighting
short.
was different. The
The
lighting was
lighting
different.
was. Yeah, the lighting's
Yeah.
better. Do I look younger? How's this?
Do I look younger?
There we go. That's better.
Do I look younger?
That looks good there. All you see is
That's good.
my hand.
I like that. I've got more.
Oh,
Would you like to
it's
see
not
more?
the Thailand Breakfast Brunch Club. So Tom
Oh,
says
do I
it's
have
the.
more?
It's
I've
the
got a lot of
GottoLoveThailand
compliments
Breakfast
on
Brunch
this one
Club.
here.
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah, that one is nice. You guys going on the next? Yeah, definitely, Ron. I know Mitch. Mitch, are you going to get a bike? Seriously? Not a Ducati or whatever that is. Are you still thinking?
I'm really.
You know where I see
I'm
in the
really
bargains?
trying.
Unless,
Yeah, I'm really mulling it over. I am seriously.
Well, I'll tell you
mulling
what.
it
I've
over.
really
Yeah.
seen. I want to say that that bike that James was on. Do we know if that was a 350 or a 300? Because they look exactly the same. And the reason I'm saying that is power-wise and whatever. Because I don't know if you want a 750 or whatever you want. Mine's money-driven. I've got
Okay.
enough twist and go to go when I'm doing 100 kilometers, 120 kilometers. I still got enough throttle. I don't need any more CCs. I don't need any more motorcycle. And the reason I'm saying that is that you can get the 21 model or the 20 model 300 that looks exactly the same layout, same frame, same everything, and I'm sure you can make a little bit of improvements to that to boost it up a little bit in horsepower if you needed it. But you can get them for around 100, 110, and that's 70,000 bought cheaper than the brand new 350. If I was to do it again, I'd find one for 110, 115,000, and I would get that one. And then if I didn't like, if it was a little bit lacking, I'm thinking about going with a different muffler on mine. They don't breathe well at all. They're very restrictive, but I don't want a loud noise either. So I've got to talk to some people, and I might do the shocks, only because right now, like I took it yesterday to get it cleaned, it was stiff. It was stiff riding, so I might try the shocks, but they're expensive. Dave, have you what? You have to make Dave's mouth move. Oh, in the picture. Tom's saying we meet once a week, and we normally
Let me
have around
consult
8
my
I wish
band
I was there.
list here.
Loud pipes save lives. They've saved mine. I want to say I ran straight pipes on my panhead, and they saved my life 100 times, at least. At least, it's definitely a true statement. Very true statement. There's Brock. Hey, Brock.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Brock.
One
Good
rev.
morning, Brock.
The hardest part about it is grabbing the
Morning, Brock.
clutch
Morning, Brock.
and revving it up. But yeah,
The hardest part about
not a doubt in my mind. Somebody's playing a radio or something. Gone now.
No, I forgot to mute the stream.
I did that at the beginning when we started.
Here.
Yeah, I believe so, Ron. I mean, but I just don't want something deafening in my ear. Of course, I'm going to have a helmet on and everything else, so it'll probably be. Yeah, there you go. You got
It's
a
my green.
microphone?
I haven't got a green screen. I've got a green stubby holder.
No, it looks like a microphone.
Okay.
Let's see, Brock's
Okay,
fault.
I'm
Good night,
going
everyone.
to
All right, Jam. You have a good night.
see you, Jam.
Daytona.
Hey, check out
Brock's-
Jam's channel. I'll put the link up again real quick here.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry about that.
I should
I'm
do it
lagging
too.
today.
We're gonna do a Richard travel. Let's get a copyright strike. Let's see. Richard.
He's got permission.
You'll never copy strike us.
Bacon brew. Oh, we got to do bacon brew. That's right, Tommy. Yeah.
I really miss Richard's shows, man.
I do, as well.
Even when I had to wake up. Mitch was awake. I had to wake up.
Even the people without a life miss Richard because they
That's
have
me.
no content without someone to hate.
That's me. I have to watch him.
Simple.
Puggy. What?
Okay, back to this website. Looking at this thing here, I'll show you something.
What are you looking at?
I'll
LASIK
see
and
if I
stuff.
can catch
Yeah,
you, Mr.
okay,
Mc-
cool.
Yeah, they have.
I hope. Has anybody heard from Richard? You hear anything, Mitch? Nothing. Everything's still.
No, I haven't heard anything.
I heard maybe he might be doing something. That's all I heard. Soon. Don't know when. He'll pop on. There he is. How you doing? I watched. This is actually a
Pancake.
friend of
Pancake.
a friend of James's. Can you put up his site,
Absolutely,
Mitch?
it's in
Yeah.
the works. As
And I watched it. A great.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! It's in.
There
May
you
take
go.
a few
Cool.
seconds to see it, but it's
I
there.
really liked his channel. He's
David
got some
from
good
Surin.
content,
Hello.
and he's a nice guy. So you guys subscribe to him. He needs to get to 1,000. So that's our
Oh gosh.
try to
Thanks,
get
Tom.
everybody. And I don't know
that's
how
a
do you
good-
pronounce that? I'm going to call you
That would be neat.
Passport. I'll call you Passport because
Jiu-jitsu.
I'll butcher
You know?
the beginning of your name.
I believe it's jujitsu. You know, like fighting,
Jiu-jitsu.
martial art.
Okay.
I think.
Jiu-jitsu. All right,
Wax
I got
on. Wax off.
Wax
Yeah,
on.
I have a
That's karate,
warm
Mark.
heart for
Oh,
pancake.
But
and
he's got
pugs,
a good
dogs.
channel, good content, nice guy, and he's one of James's buddies, I think.
Yeah. Ta-ta.
Passport or Peg Pete? No, I think we'll just stick
See you, Ron John.
Thanks, Jiu-Jitsu.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There you go.
It's easier for me to say
Here, Ron,
passport.
have a great day.
But I'm glad you stopped by. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. We have fun here
absolutely.
occasionally. Sometimes James drops in. Chuck's dropped in before. Richard used to, I don't know if you know Richard from Richard's Travel, the one we have our little background here. Great guy. He used to stop in quite a bit, but he's taking a little hiatus and resting, which I can understand. Ron's got to run. Take it easy.
Got a
You have a
new
great day,
job.
too.
You know, rocking and a rolling.
Yes, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Okay.
I'll take some jujitsu lessons. I need some flipping exercise.
Yeah. I went strictly.
need someone
I was
else
going to
to-
start taking. I boxed when I was young, and I was going to start taking some kind of martial arts. I opted for a 45 or a 9mm. It was a lot easier. I didn't have to sweat. I didn't have to do anything. And believe it or not, they could sit in front of me and do all this stuff, and I just pull out the gun and they'd run. You know.
What was that?
It
Was it?
easy.
Just
Well,
pumpkin, much better.
it was one of the. It was one of the. What was it?
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about a movie, right?
Yeah.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, right?
And the bloke. And the bloke's got the knife. And
Raiders.
Harrison
Oh yeah, and he
Ford
whips
Lost
out. You know the backstory on that. Have you seen it? That was a prank. He during the practice or whatever. They always film
Right.
that stuff anyway. And Harrison Ford went boom, and then and
they
they
used
kept
it?
it. I saw an interview
Good
with,
job.
with Spielberg.
Because look at everybody remembers that, man.
That
the guys
scene.
did it was
Oh,
great.
and then why did it have to be snakes? You know.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I saw the first one, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I
Start the
think that
plane,
it was
Josh. Start the plane.
Chariots on Fire, where it shows the guy doing the slow motion running. Was it Chariots
Yeah.
of Fire? It
Yeah,
won
music.
Best Picture or whatever it was that same
Yeah.
year, and I said, "You've got to be kidding me! I've got to watch this." Because in Raiders of the Lost Ark, I was sitting on the edge of the seat from the start of that movie until the end. I thought it was great. And this chariot, I could never get past the guy running in slow motion in the first opening scene of that Chariots of whatever it was. I've never watched it. I don't even know. It probably could be a great movie. And nope, they
Back
lost
in
me
the
with
day,
the slow motion. Now, if
you
it was
know,
a
you
slow
go-
motion
you go to-
Baywatch, if it was a Baywatch scene,
Oh.
I would have been all for it. But it was a guy running.
Yeah, not in a
man.
public
No.
place though. I couldn't.
I didn't know.
Back in the day
Yeah.
when you'd go to
I
the
didn't either. I
theater
didn't
and
either,
you'd sit,
Passport.
you go to a matinee and then you'd sit through the credits and then sit through another movie. You know what I mean? Back, you ever do that? Did you ever steal from the theater? Well, I have.
Well, only the popcorn off the floor.
Hey, just to
I've
let you
always
know,
done.
too.
Like in Harrison in Raiders of the Lost Ark, he says, "They're dates. You eat them." And then I would always say, seriously, like 4 times. I've had a few bad dates myself, and then ha ha ha. I've been full of shit since I was born.
I didn't know that story. Hey, Tommy just subscribed. Cool. Tommy's top notch too on moderators
Oh,
too.
I have to do something
Mitch
real
is
quick,
Mitch
sorry.
isn't though. Mitch is not a moderator anymore. He's strictly
I'm
a
just a
content
moderator. The
creator.
other stuff's just
He's
for
a
kicks.
content creator.
Oh,
No.
don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Who said
Yeah,
that?
yeah, no shit.
See, I already forgot. Short circuited already. Shiny objects.
Shiny objects, they get you squirrels.
Yeah.
Where was that from, Chris? Don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
I think that was the Aussie, wasn't it? Or no? Was that one of
Oh, Lord.
Crocodile Dundee?
Crocodile Dundee or no? Maybe I'm wrong. Chris
That's
will
not
know.
a knife. This is a knife.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one. I know that one's in there.
But it's,
There's a lot.
I know
I think
the
there's more
line,
than one
Chris.
movie.
That's
I
a
think there's
knife.
more than one movie that says that. I mean, I said
Which
that
one?
before. Why would you bring a
Jeez,
knife to a
bro.
gunfight?
Oh
Uh,
God.
Just for
I'm
cleaning
not
the
cheating.
nail.
I'm looking for something else. Oh, here it is.
And what?
Hey, Gary.
Is Gary here? Hey, Gary. Gary put out a video
Hey,
this
Gary.
morning. I watched your video this morning, Gary.
Morning, Gary.
They've been sweating in Melbourne the last couple of days, they tell me. Well, the last couple of weeks. Been hot and humid.
That's
Storms,
crazy.
floods in Perth. Or north
That's
of
crazy.
Perth.
Floods in Broome.
Broome. What's
North-
that about?
Far northwest.
5,000 kilometres up.
Yeah.
Right, that's nice.
A year's rain in 2.5 hours.
Unbelievable. And it's the same. I was talking to Mum the other day. She said, I haven't been able to get outside because of the storms. So,
What did Mitch post? Are we saying hi to Gary? Let's see. I don't know. There was a bunch of movies that growing up that I liked, but I really liked that. And that, I didn't know what you said, Mitch. I
so
when's
when's the Thai kitchen going to be finished, Dave? Have you got an estimate on the time?
If I had to guess, it's going to be probably the third week of February.
Okay.
Because we changed a bunch of stuff. Like I said, instead of smooth coating even the outside walls, there's going to be some tile on the outside, but all the inside stuff's going to be a lot of tile, where it was going to be just above where the kitchen area was, and then the rest was going to be painted. She wants to put up tile, so it's going to cost an extra 4,000 baht to get some tile we went and looked yesterday. That's why my budget went. The Untouchables, really? I didn't know that, Chris.
Oh, wow.
You know what it just said, Dave? Yes, very hot. 3 weeks in Melbourne. Wow. I don't know. You know, it gets hot here. It's supposed to be 91 today, which has been getting hot compared to what it has been in Surin. But so it's getting out of my time of the year.
Talkback Thailand. Talkback Thailand's on.
Hey, Steve.
Paul D.
what's up,
Okay, I
Steve?
found.
What did you find?
I found it here. If you just, whenever you want, after the stream, I would hope. Click on that link, and that's the Raiders of the Lark. The producer talking about how that. Yeah, 130 degrees for 6 weeks in frickin' Tunisia. It's supposed to be a big fight scene with the whip and the sword, and Harrison Ford just goes, boom.
David, I don't think he's not really talking to anybody. He just took took off for a hiatus and needed to get away, is what my understanding is. He did let me know when he did it that everything was okay, he was fine and everything, but and I haven't heard from him since.
I don't think so.
But I have heard from a couple people that say that he's fine. So, and that maybe something will happen.
The Untouchables
soon.
Oh,
and I'm hoping.
Yeah. Really?
I'm hoping. Did you obviously you watched him, David? I'm sure you did. A lot of people watched Richard. Richard's a good dude, man. Like I said, he does the intro. He did the intro and the outro for this one that I use on the live stream.
That's right. Never bring a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I've said it before. But of course, the guy had a knife and I had a gun, so it was in my favor. I never could understand that. I never could understand somebody that pulled a gun or a weapon that wasn't prepared to use it either. It seemed awful stupid. If you're going to pull something, you better damn well be ready to use it. Whether it be a gun, a knife, a club, whatever it is, you better be able to you better be able to use it. Especially if you pull one on me. I'll tell you what, I'd rather have. I'm weird. A straight edge razor, I'd rather have a gun pulled on me than a straight edge razor. I don't like knives, and I don't like the idea of being cut. Shot, I can deal with that, but cut, I don't like knives.
So, David, originally David, I'm from Melbourne in Australia, and now I reside in Ban Chang in Thailand. And I've been here now for 5 months.
He's a kept man. He's got a woman that keeps him as a little toy. He's got a very, very nice future wife. She's a great lady. Well, he's in the luckiest men in the world club. It's him. 3 of them on here right now. Mitch is going to be soon, but Brock's in the club.
Low stress.
Jake's in the club, and Robert Mack's in the club. And anybody that I know that's married, I don't know, man. You can't get much better. And you look at my wife and look at me, and that's why I told her, you're going to have to come on sooner or later and explain to these people why you even talk to me.
That's true. Jiu-Jitsu, it sure can.
What's that?
I would rather encounter someone with a
2020.
gun than with a knife, because that
No, I don't like
it ain't
it.
like
I
in the
don't like it.
movies.
No, I don't
You know,
like it. I'd
when you
rather
get
have
stabbed
a gun
and-
pulled
oh!
on me.
Shooting.
Oh my God, it's a brutal death. Trust me,
Hey, Al,
having seen
I've
it.
got
Two
a-
nasty ones.
2 9mm and a 40.
I've got a whole lot of rellos over in what we call prick relations over in Adelaide.
Amen. Walk
Live
away,
in a chunk.
run away if you can.
Why get into that situation in the first place? Walk.
6
Yeah,
years
yeah.
almost.
And that's the way I am. My wife now has got me talked into anybody that comes after me to just walk away, and I would. I'll give somebody 2 chances. Say you need to just back off and get out of here, and I will try to leave. But if someone comes after me more than 2 times, I'm done. I can't help myself. But I promised the one that passed away, and I promised my wife now that they changed my life. If you know and watched me, they made me a better man and a better person. And I promised, especially the one that passed, that I wouldn't resort to
I'm
anything
looking
that
for
I
one.
did in the past
A
or
wife.
my life in the past. I wouldn't.
Absolutely.
I promised her I
Oh,
wouldn't bring
got
that
my
up.
coffee.
So I will walk. I will walk away.
I win all my fights by a good 10 yards.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I tell you, I just can't run anymore. My knees are shot. I mean, a 90-year-old woman could outrun me. So, I'm screwed. If I've got to run from something, and I got a better chance at lasting three minutes fighting than running. It won't. But I'm hoping. Everybody that I've met here are good people. Even the Thais, I've been around a couple of intoxicated foreigners and intoxicated Thais, and they've left me alone. You know, I haven't had any problem, and I haven't felt threatened at all in any place that I've been in Thailand. A couple areas in Bangkok, I still didn't feel threatened. I don't know.
Look, you've
Like
got
you
to
say.
be. It doesn't matter what country you're in, or what city, or what town. You've got to be in someone's face, and if you, and like Stephen said, talk back Thailand. If you're smart enough, you can see the trouble before it eventuates, and you back
Definitely.
away. But look, I didn't get this beautiful nose from always walking away. Sometimes you can't. Circumstances will catch you up, and all of a sudden, issues boom through the roof, and then all of a sudden, fisticuffs.
Yeah, see,
Things like that can't be avoided.
Passport's got it right too. It's not like the movies. The first thing that he must obviously teaches self-defense classes is to walk away, swallow your pride, and live another day. And that's the truth too.
Great point.
I was luckier. I was lucky when I was younger. Had guns pulled on me. Been in situations that maybe some people didn't walk away from. But now it's much easier to just. But like I said, as long as somebody doesn't get right in my face and back me into a corner to where I don't have a choice, I will take that choice and opt to walk away. I will. I hope I will, unless somebody really pisses me off, or like I said, makes me feel like I'm trapped in a corner. Let's see what Robert says.
Me too,
Treat
Miss
today better than
Nina.
yesterday, tomorrow even better than
Yeah, movie
exactly.
star looks here now. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah. If you get in an argument in Thailand, walk away. Yeah, and especially I haven't had any problem with Thai people. The only problem that I've had with anybody has been with foreigner, and and that's been far and few between. And I got no problem. I would walk away. Like I said, if somebody comes up and really wants to get in my shit and really wants to back me into a corner, then we've got a problem. But my wife had said, you could get kicked out of Thailand, and the person on the other end of that's taking that same, same risk.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping it never happens. Is what I'm hoping. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Yeah, and
David,
that's the way all the Italians were in my family. We're all lovers, not fighters.
David from Surin, yeah, Mitch is, he'd make a great Australian. He's got a good sense of humour, and half the time, I said doing the last time we caught up, which was only a few days ago, what was that movie,
Yeah.
Mitch, if you're still there? the mockumentary where they turn the volume up to 11, whatever that one. Come on, Brock, what was that movie? Jake, turn the volume to 11.
Final Tap.
Oh, Spinal Tap.
Yeah,
I
that was
said,
good.
sometimes my bullshit meter with oh, did I swear? Oh,
Yeah.
dollar in the swear
Yeah,
jar.
put $1 in the jar.
Is that is the
Is there any
I'm full
good
of
dentists
time.
in town?
I was adopted by and took my stepfather's
Thank you.
last name. My last name was Italian. My mom's last name was Ianolo, and my real father's name was also very heavily Italian. So I
Amen,
grew up
Robert
in the
Mack.
Italian family.
Amen.
absolutely
Yeah,
Robert.
yeah, show respect, and I don't think I don't see that I would ever get into any kind of a disagreement
God,
or
those are
argument
ugly.
or fight with a Thai person. I
Hey,
just can't
reminds
see
you
it
of anybody,
happening.
you guys?
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
David,
That's
it's the
more-
same. It's the same thing as I grew up in the motorcycle world and in clubs and stuff, and it was the same situation. You didn't fight one, you fought 30 or how many that were there. So it's been around me for ever since I was young, but it's so much easier to walk away unless somebody's
see.
drunk and they really want to get into it. I think, but I can't ever see it happening
Half Dutch.
with a Thai person. Never.
Which
Mark
half
got a
now?
big
Mark?
nose on the toe.
The big nose half is the Dutch part, they tell me. So
I've never had a
it's
conflict with Thai
it's
Vietnamese.
because Holland,
Yeah, you're right,
you know, underwater, so we got to breathe like this.
There's a somebody that got to be out of New York, half Irish, half Italian. They were two close neighborhoods in New York, whether it be in New York, or any New York town.
That wasn't you blocking the dike, was it, Mark? Look, Mum, no hands.
This is a family-friendly show, bro. You're on your first warning, my friend.
Yeah, you didn't. You need to get. You need to get a.
That's why
You
I'm
need to
trying
get
to
a
word this
fake.
appropriately so you guys will understand.
You need to get a fake banjo, so you can put those teeth in and then play a little deliverance tune for us. So you need a banjo
Yeah.
or a guitar, I guess.
Oh, those fond memories there when I was in West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
Everybody's seen the salute to Dave.
God, I was looking at a clip from that the other day, and shit, Ned Beatty's dead. Burt Reynolds is dead.
Did Burt Reynolds is dead?
Hey, Kevin.
Oh,
I didn't.
30
Hey,
and
Kevin.
a wake up.
It's been a while. Kevin's done a. Kevin did a. What did you do? A marathon live stream, I think. I checked back in 3 hours, and you were just getting ready to to end it. I think. Kevin's a great guy. I feel like watching Hollywood Squares. Ain't that the truth? With a motley crew of people.
Check out if you
Blue
want,
Ridge
guys.
Mountains.
And
Okay.
gal.
What happened?
I think
Mitch
we had
is
some sort of glitch.
No, Mitch is he
Smartest
refuses.
man I ever know.
He
or knew.
refuses. He
sorry,
refuses to
go
get
ahead.
good internet. I don't know why.
I'm typical
He
that way.
refuses to get it, whether he thinks someone's going to steal and tap into his computer or melt his brain somehow. Or he uses his phone and he just gets. Once he uses a little bit of bandwidth, it all goes away, and it's the picture that you see on the screen now. He doesn't like the internet. He doesn't like having to do that.
A weird Brady bunch.
Yeah, there you go.
You've got
Passport status.
Marsha down there. There's Marsha in the corner, wherever she is.
Oh, thanks.
Oh.
Okay, this is like going to the eye doctors. 1, 2, 3.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Whatever you do, don't get fiber
Shit, man.
and don't get good internet because you'll just hate yourself. It'll work all the time. You won't be able to
Yeah,
say,
my
"I've gotta
issue
go."
right now because I'm on my.
The brain melted a
Freaking
long
out,
time
cheap.
ago. So what did I see? I watched Kevin. Kevin did another one that I want to rewatch it again. But you were absolutely, I think, dead on your cost
Let's
of
take
living
Greg in the house.
stuff, because a lot of people will say, "Oh, you can't live for this price. You just absolutely can't." I think you can. I think you were absolutely right. Would it be a way that I would want to live? No. But if I was living in the United States and on the same amount of money, let's say it's $800 or whatever, and I had the chance to live in Thailand for $800, I would be here in a freaking heartbeat. But he did a good video on cost of living. Because I think Chiang Mai,
Teach
where
Brock
you're
how
at
to
now,
use
is
his
one of the cheapest places to live right now, right? You had something there, $160 for a one bedroom with air conditioning and everything. Go check out 30 in the Wake Up's channel, and you'll see it. West Texas, Greg, how are you? Glad you could make it. Cheap internet, what? Save some money for Leos. Is that why you're doing it, Mitch? You saving money for Leos? He's saving money to buy beer. He won't put the money in
Tell you a
the,
funny
in the
story.
internet.
I think it's kind of funny. Went to town yesterday.
You're breaking up every other
Full of
word.
ladies.
Every other word is broken up. I don't know why.
My internet.
You're on the phone, right? Your phone internet? I think with the phone internet, I think they say that they don't throttle you back, but after a certain amount of bandwidth, I think they throttle you back, and they decrease your bandwidth. Yeah, it is. I that's from what I've seen, especially watching yours, because you actually went around very recently and got some pricing. But wasn't it
Morning,
like that?
Kevin.
Like $160 for a one bedroom or a bachelor with an air conditioner and everything? How can you beat that? Jeez.
Wow, 150. Holy smokes!
Expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you eating, Brock?
Mine was 100
Noodles.
In the States.
Mm.
Noodles. I don't have been. It's almost 11 o'clock. Ah, there you go. Last time I did that, I spilled my food. Of course, I made the mistake of trying to put my food up to the camera. Brock is smart enough to bring the camera to the food. Definitely.
Buddy
Robbins is
further in
dead, too.
Thailand. People are nicer, fewer places judging you. So, yeah, I agree. Greg.
Absolutely.
It's where I'm at. That's why I'm here. I couldn't picture out. I'll die here. There's not a doubt in my mind, unless they kick me out. But I can't see that happening. Although I do have to go. And I was just talking to my wife. We have to go. I think we're going to go on Friday or Saturday. I've got to order my. The mistake, if you watch Chuck's video, he made was not getting his 1 year bank statement from Bangkok. You cannot get a 1 year bank statement from your local branch. I use Bangkok Bank. You have to go into the branch. They have to order it from Bangkok. It takes a week to 10 days, I think they say, but it takes about 6-7 days to get it. And you have to have that when you're, when you're renewing your 1 year retirement visa. And
Really?
at least for me, unless you've got 800,000 in the bank, then you don't.
Well,
but if you're bringing in 67,000 each month,
Well, I got
you
9
owe
months
800,000.
to go for that come, so I better get started now because I procrastinate.
I do all the time.
I'm with Bangkok Bank, and when I did it here at the local branch here in Rayong, and she spoke perfect English, and she said to me, when it comes time to renew your visa, you come and see me in the morning before you go to Madaput to the immigration office, and she said, and I'll print up everything that you need right there and then at the local branch.
They did let him print up everything in his bank book.
Yeah.
Make copies of every page in his bank book. Take that to a notary and have a notary sign every page in his bank book, and they did take it. You have to ask Chuck or check with Chuck that they did it for Chuck. So I'm imagining it can be done. But it's just as easy for me. I think it cost me 200 baht. I order it, it gets here, I bring it with me, and you're supposedly supposed to update your bank book the same day you go too.
Yes.
You can't update your bank book 2 days before and then go. So there's a bunch of stuff. My wife's got it all down, but it's 1,900 baht. So that's what we were talking about before. Do you want to spend a lot of money. Mitch did it the first time. If he has Thai friends the second time, I would just put together what you need to and pay the 1,900 and not pay. How much did you pay to have them take your paperwork in, or to do a renewal? Do you know how much it would be?
I think it's the 1900.
No. I mean, if you use an agency,
Oh,
is what I was asking.
don't
That's
know,
what I was
don't
saying. I wouldn't use an agency after you've done it, and if you have Thai friends or a Thai partner or whatever, because my wife's got it all down, knows exactly what I need. We'll walk in, and I'll be able to do it at the new government center that I can throw a rock and almost hit. So, like I said, I did my 90-day check-in. I was there for 10 minutes. In and
Don't,
out.
don't
David-
throw a rock at them, mate.
David did his. David just done his, and they were happy with a 6-month statement. But he keeps 800.
Yeah, if you've got the 800, that makes the difference, David. If you didn't, they wouldn't
agent-
have taken your 6 months. They would have told you to go get a year. I paid
10,000 bucks.
$1,200 for one bit. Yeah, no shit.
$500 better off in your pocket than their pocket. I don't know.
Yeah, what they wanted, they want that if you're bringing in the 67. It's also, you'd probably have to fight for it. It's under the way that it reads to me and the way that it reads to a lot of people. If it doesn't read that way to the officer you're sitting in front of, it's no good. But it's over that year period, 12 months. So if you bring 0,000,000 for 6 months, and then you bring a balance of 800,000 in the last 6 months, that's still 800,000 in a year. So, but it all depends. I don't take the chance. I bring between 90 and 110,000 baht in each month, so I'm always ahead. Plus, now working on the house and bringing stuff in, I'm way over.
Yeah.
Now, when they change it, it's going to be a different story. If they change it.
I'm bringing about 800,000 in a month.
Yeah, exactly, Al. They did. They paid almost nothing.
But hopefully that stops now that we're in the house and the house is finished. I don't have to bring in so much.
It's
money.
really weird too. I asked my wife about taxes and property taxes and stuff like that, and I think Joe went through the same thing. Until once you build in the house, you don't have to pay taxes anymore or something. I got to verify that with my wife. I don't want her to lose the house because
Don't pay any taxes on mine.
Yeah, she said we don't have to pay any. We're done. Okay. Yeah, I like that place too. Yes. In fact, when Joe went there the first time when I was still single, I was asking him if there was any other ones in that complex. And to this day, he just did a video recently. There's nothing for rent there. In fact, there's 2 or 3 of them in that same little area that he had his house, that little house, that are out of the country, and they're still paying their monthly deal because they don't want to lose the house.
Yeah, West Texas. There's visas here that you can apply for, like an O-type visa, and you can bring your 10 million baht in and just leave it in the bank as long as it doesn't fall below 400,000 for 6 months and 800,000 or whatever. But Dave sort of half nailed it before. But all that information's on Thai consulate website. But yeah, you can. The visa I've got, West Texas, is that I have to bring in a minimum of 67,000 baht per month
That's what mine is.
because
Yeah.
my money is held in Australia. But there are options if you wanted to leave all that money. Is that a bloody magpie?
It's crow.
Oh, crow.
They're good eating, aren't they? At least that's what my grandfather said. Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of different visas. There's ones, Greg, that you can invest in Thailand a certain amount of money, buy a business, buy a apartment building, spend a crap load of money, and they'll give you a visa for 10 years for free, I think. So there's a bunch of them. I would definitely. Where are you at? You're obviously in the States. I'm imagining Texas. But if you're planning on coming here, I would definitely check with an attorney if you're planning on going with any of the big dollar visas. Otherwise, if you're over 50 and you can qualify for the retirement, I would get the retirement visa.
Yeah.
I mean,
So there's you'd be looking at an O type, whether it's an OA, whether it's an O marriage, there's an OX, which is I think the one that sort of half is what Dave was referring to about
Yeah,
having
paying
some
money.
money here in Thailand. I'm not. Look, I
Maybe
went to
that's
the
what he was
OA
talking
because I
about with
wanted to
the.
keep my cash in Oz.
Maybe
So
that's what he was talking about, having the 10 million in the bank.
yeah,
Maybe they give you a visa for that. It is possible. I don't know them all, but I know that if I would at least check in. Like I said, I don't know how old you are or anything, but
to
uh,
50,
I'm
50.
50. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. And like I said, I'm a firm believer. If you're not going to retire in your home country, I would definitely come to Thailand for at least 3 to 6 months and see what it's all about.
Suss it out.
But, yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of ways to do it, but I wouldn't. After the initial one, I was even talking to James about it, and once he goes over that threshold now and has a Thai semi partner, I'm going to say Thai partner, and friends that are Thai, he'll just do it unless he doesn't want to be bothered. But he'll probably go with the retirement and pay an agency to do it, and it's still cheaper than buying a 5 year the visa like he bought. But I think he did that like he said. I think he's explained it before, but he did it that way because he wasn't 50. So
Well, David's got the idea. I mean, he's been here for 6 years. I think
yeah, a
that
long time. All
a lot
you
more
need to
than
do is
that.
keep 800. Yeah, and you can't drop below that even a few bought, and that's exactly right. Because if it does, and I think David, I had said something about that before. Somebody had got denied because they were like 200 baht under, and they will sting you for it. But if you can put it in there, that's probably the easiest way. There's a bunch of rumors that have been running around saying that they're going to go from 800 to 800 and 400. 800 for retirement, 400 for marriage. They're going to go to 1.2 and 6, supposedly. A lot of people and vloggers have been talking about it. I haven't seen anything. Haven't seen it at all. 2 more years and I can get a retirement visa. There you go. I'd probably trade that to be 48 years old. I'll take that
And
passport.
and Tom made a point there too. Is that I know there's been a lot of scuttlebutt about not all of your money is guaranteed in a Thai bank over a certain amount of money, whatever. Look, I don't
Right.
know. Look, for me, I've never worried about it because, as I said, my money is in Australia and I bring over what I require each
And that's
month.
what I do too. I do the same. Would it be easier to bring over 800 and just leave it in? I think Chuck does that. And would it be, well, no, maybe Chuck doesn't if he had to get all that documentation. Maybe he doesn't anymore. I don't know. But, if you had it and you had a lot of money, or whatever, and you wanted to keep some in there and there, it would be up to you, as they say in Thailand, on what you want to bring. But I don't think there'd be any problem with, bringing 800 and I would put in like 820,000 baht and be safe and put it in the bank and not touch it, and then you don't have to worry about it. And it's 1,900 baht. So what is it? 60 baht to get a 1 year. $60 under $60 to get a 1 year retirement visa. Mine's an O. What OA is that the marriage one
No,
or
that's my
O?
one. You're just a
I have
no
the
type.
O.
Yeah.
You have just an O or OA?
I'm an OA.
I have an
I'm
O.
no.
Yeah, I'm a no. And the
O
OA, you're
positive
supposed to have
also.
insurance. Yeah, I think you're supposed to have insurance on the OA, right? With the O, you don't need it or
Oh.
whatever
Better
it
to
is.
split it up, Robert. Put some
I
of
don't
it in
have to
your
have
account
that
in
much.
Bangkok Bank and some of it in my account. That
And
would be
mine
safe.
and mine as well, Robert.
Yeah,
We'll,
yeah. You
we'll
got to have your
share the
friends to have your
load.
back.
We'll share the load.
And
So
Greg
yeah,
says I
David
have some
from
invest.
Syringe.
What's that?
David got denied because he dropped below. He was 250 baht under the threshold, so they knocked his
I've heard it
visa
from
back.
more than one person that they've gotten clipped. Man, they can do it. All depends, when you go in, whether you have somebody that's had a bad day. It all depends on who you get. It doesn't even forget about where you're at in Thailand. That's a total whole other deal. But you could be in one same office and get 6 different people, and they give you 6 different answers on what they want. Is it better from what I've seen from when I first got here? It's a hell of a lot better. And we've become to know you know what helped us, I think, is that my wife works for TOT, her dad worked for TOT. TOT and her dad did all the internet and stuff for all the government centers and all that kind of stuff. So because they're government owned, obviously. And so he became friends with a lot of people. So not that we got, some kind of a different, the way they treated us, but maybe they did. I don't know. They didn't try to bust our stones, put it that way. They told me, like he told me, and Chuck would be one to say, he said, if you want to get a marriage visa, it's a pain in the ass. And Chuck was on one. He traded back to a retirement visa because of that, because of what they want. So I'm just going to keep mine as a retirement and go from there.
I've got a good friend in Wahin, and he's strongly recommended to me
Take care, Golden Grace.
Is to go to a marriage visa. I know that Les from Retired and Living the Dream, Mitch,
Right.
if you want to throw that channel up, or Brock.
Brock will
He's
get it. Brock's
he's
quicker than me.
converted from a retirement visa to a marriage visa. So yes, it is a pain in the ass apparently for the first couple of years, because you've got immigration knocking on your door. They're interviewing your neighbours. They want to see happy snaps of the family together. But as I said, my good friend Rob over in Wahin, he highly recommends it. Les, he recommends it.
Well, the only thing that I was thinking, I don't have any problem at all bringing in the 100,000. Okay, but it varies. The money that I bring in, I've gotten as little as 98,000 baht, and as much as like 107 or 110, depending on where the baht is against the U.S. dollar. And if it goes to 1.2, the only reason I was thinking about at that point, I would probably definitely go for a marriage visa, because it's going to be half that. It's only going to be 600 that I need to bring in. So I don't have to worry about, oh crap, is the dollar crap against the baht, and am I only going to bring in 1.1 million, and I'm not going to make the deal? Then I would think about changing it. But I don't know which one, Miss. Are you talking about the 90-day visa? What they have is basically a 60-day visa with a 30-day extension that you can get while you're here. So it is a 90-day, but I don't know what I don't know if I was talking about one of those or not. Oh, here it is. Al's saying no.
I came in on a TR visa, which is an actual tourist visa.
Right. And that's the way I came. Because when I first got here, when I was in Kamala, I would come for 3 months, and then I would fly back to the United States, visit my family for 2-3 weeks, get another one. You could get it in the same day. I've mentioned that before, at the Los Angeles Thai Embassy. Drop it off at 9 o'clock, pick it up at 3 o'clock, 2 days later on a plane and back to Thailand. I did that 3 times before I decided and met Nitnoy and decided to get my retirement.
No, but apparently, Robert, he will be. I'm not sure, Robert. Is he in Thailand or isn't he? I'm on a group chat with a bunch of Aussie expats, and Andy, I see his name on there as well. So I'm not sure if he's in Thailand or he's not. But if he is in Thailand, I think I'm going to meet him on about the 8th of February.
Did I miss anything? All right, so here's what. So you would recommend going through an agency to, if you don't have a Thai-speaking friend or whatever, it would be a lot easier. And I want to say they're going to charge you like $200 or $300. That's my guess. Check. All you got to do is ask one of them, and they'll take everything. They did it for Mitch, but they did his whole very first one. Mine, I'm talking about a renewal. So Mitch, what was if you don't mind saying, how much was the? They helped you get your retirement visa. They helped you get your driver's license. They helped you get your motorcycle, buy a motorcycle. They helped you with a bunch of things, right?
Yeah, they did a bunch of stuff.
How much was it for them to get you a retirement visa?
Dude, that was 3 months
20,000, 30,000?
Yeah,
I don't.
$1,000. It was about $1,000.
$1,000.
Yeah, and you can get $800 to like $1,300.
Right. Now I did mine. My wife did it for me, so it was
you can
easier.
You can do it all yourself. It's all pretty
Right.
much cut and dry. But I'll tell you
But
what.
if you have the money and you don't want the hassle, it's a lot easier
I'm
way to
retired,
go.
so I know I'm gonna be here. So it's like I just took that nut for that chunk of change, budgeted it, and did it. You know that. Oh
Mark's
shit!
in
Now,
Thailand. He's a good man. So
you
Robert's
guys hear me
lying about
okay?
you, I think. Is he lying about you, Mark, or a different
No,
Mark?
no, about
A
a
different Mark?
friend of a mutual friend of ours.
Ah, okay. Then I don't
Oh,
know him. I only know this Mark. And he's an Aussie, and I'm surrounded by Aussies. If you have over $1 million,
yes, West Texas, Greg.
put in
Greg,
money in an asset management account.
it was
where you get
simple.
returns.
Now
Yeah,
I
I don't
did the
know about
initial
it.
visa stuff, the tour TR through the Thai embassy in LA via mail because of the COVID, and got that sorted. And that's a 60-day, and then once you get here, you can extend it for 30. So
Yeah, but what did they?
that's
They did everything. Mitch, they said, "Here, I want
but
you to show up here
I
at
said, okay, I'm here now,
8 o'clock," and
right?
yeah, and that's it.
I'd already
Yeah,
talked
tell
to
him.
him. Okay,
Tell
I'm
the
here
story.
now. Okay, come on over. And do I meet with the cute lady in your office or just the manager one? Oh, the cute lady if you want. Okay, that works good. Okay, boom, gender checked. No, anyway, so run over there. Here's what we want. Here's my passport. Sign a couple docs. Gave them like 30%, right? Oh, I'll pay the rest later. And then about a week later, calls me up. Come on over. So I come on over. Boom, jump in the car. Go over to Jomtien Immigration. Walk in. She hands a cheesecake with some fruit on it to the lady at the door. Sweaty cup, da, da, da. Oh, hey, waves at all the booths, all the people at the different counters. Walk past all the sweaty farongs, outside and inside. Walk to the back, go into the door, sit. Lady goes, takes my picture, and then finish. And I said, oh, okay. No, finish. Go. Oh, okay. And then my agent comes over. Oh, already? Okay, good. We walk outside through the crowd again, and I could not contain myself. I just started fucking laughing. I was like, I love this shit, baby. Front of the line. Well worth it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
Okay.
If
Anyway.
you're coming here and you're not, in tune to everything, and if you don't have a wife or whatever, I would do it.
No, this is not. This is my
Oh,
index.
that's a
finger,
banged up
everybody. I'm
finger.
not flipping you off. This is from Tom. Graciously drove me around and dropped me off at the Wombat, and I slammed my finger in its door.
Did you really?
So for 4 days, I was stabbing a needle through it to drain it, and
Yeah.
it'll take a couple months to grow out. But
Yeah, I've been there before.
yesterday, I arranged with Fa to have new nails done.
Mitch, that one's for you. I believe they did. Did they help you get a bank account open as well?
Well,
Which
part
is
of
easy,
the
by
part
the
of the
way.
visa process is you have to have a bank account.
Bank account. So they'll
And
do
you have
all
to
that.
you have to put money in the account for that retirement visa, which is 800,000, right? Follow me, Dave?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So, it was easy. I've done it multiple times. Smashed my fingers, toes, head. But anyway, the part of that process is you got to put money in the bank. So here we go. We go over to the bank before immigration, right? And okay, open an account, fill out all this paperwork and everything, and it's in Thai and English, doing all this. I see a guy over there talking to my agent and her boyfriend. He's got a backpack on, and he's kind of milling about. And I'm looking, I'm like, I wonder who this guy is. Anyway, okay, my phone goes because I give him my phone number. It gives me a notification, and the lady filling out the paperwork with me, she goes. So I open it up. Oh, Bangkok Bank. She said, "Hey, what? Punch approve and everything." I said, "Okay." And then all of a sudden, about 6 seconds later, 500 baht in your bank. In fact, here I'll look it up. I saved it. Anyway, this is exciting. Should have done a video. Anyway, initially this was on. Shit. At any rate, 500 baht. Boom. Okay. And then it beeps at me again. Thank you for your 800,000 baht deposit. So in the span of 6 minutes, 7 minutes, I have 800,500 baht in my account, and I'm like this, and I look over at my agent and I go like this, and she goes, I says, so now we go buy condo, and she started laughing. She said, no, like that, and then not 5 minutes later, okay, then they printed up the book, right? Print. Shows my deposit. Boom. A few later, thank you for your withdrawal. You only have 500 baht now. You see? The guy with the backpack was the guy with the cash.
Right.
I don't want to say any more about
Yeah, we won't say
the
where.
other questions that followed.
But yeah, so they'll take care of everything for you.
I said, who's
if you
that
need
guy?
them
And
to.
she told me, and I was just like, holy shit, you got to be kidding me. Really? It's just the way it is here. I'm good to go now. I've got my required amount in every month. I'm good to go.
Yeah,
I
I
pay
think if
myself
you
for
got,
my company.
I don't. If you're coming and you don't have a Thai person or friend or whatever that could go with you and do everything, and you just don't want to be bothered. I don't think you were ever bothered, right? They just did everything. Everything that you asked them to do, they did.
Literally.
Because Mitch
I
talked
answered all
highly
my
of them.
newbie questions, It's the first time I've retired. So yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
took
think
care
so.
of it.
For $1,000, I mean.
And then I said, hey, I need to get my license, right? So we did that. Oh yeah, no problem. Dude, I tell you, what a nightmare for people waiting there. You go there and it's a zoo. I mean, literally, they've got an awning, a covered area, but there's no room for everybody. Everybody's sweating their asses off, waiting to get in. And even with the agent there, it's confusing.
And it's also going to
Seriously.
depend, Greg, where you're going to go. Pattaya, Bangkok, Surin, Buriram, wherever it's
Yeah, you
all going to
bet.
be
I'll
different.
tell you lots more,
But
Greg,
there's
if you-
always agents. But
this Streamlard link, Dave offered. Oh, I love. Oh my God, nightmares of my childhood, Brock. Fucking flying monkeys. I hear they fly out of asses in Rayong. No offense, Mark, but flying monkeys, they do fly out of asses in Rayong. I don't know, the water or something. Sorry, Tom, too, for you for that.
No, it's
And
true.
Pim, my friend Pim, and a whole bunch of other people in Rayong that I love dearly.
You don't want to know what flies out the rear end, do you, mate? You don't want to know.
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, took care of it. The best part about mine, I had my IDP, so International Driver Permit, I bought for $10, maybe 20, from AAA in the U.S. Okay? You just send them your crap, and they send it back. And I already had a motorcycle endorsement and all that stuff, so big bike, so I'm good to go. Bring that here. Oh, no, that's a mean-ass drop bear. Anyway. I totally lost my train of thought, man. I tell you what. Driver's license.
yeah,
You go in, okay, you have to test, right? I thought, test? Holy shit. Because Kevin had to test, and he had 150 questions to test because he didn't have his motorcycle endorsement. He left it in the States. Kevin from 30 and Wake Up, he'll attest to that if he's still in the chat. So I go there, and they do this test. It's like a shit, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Reflex test. Red, yellow, green light, right? A little box on the floor. Literally, you're in a chair, wood chair, and this thing, and the lights up, and and then another light goes up, and if it gets beyond that line, you want to get it as close to the line before you put the brake on. That shuts it off, right? So if you hit it right before the line, oh, you're a rock star. If it goes beyond, it buzzes, fail. Shit, I kept letting people, nah, go ahead. And I was the last one. So when I'm doing it, the guy, he's like, I don't give a shit. He's talking to his buddy over there, and I'm going, which one do I put? Where? Fucking thing? And it goes, fail. And he goes and looks at me and goes, finish. And I said, no, I want to get this fucking line. Now I know where to hit it. And boom, got it right there, But,
All right,
survive,
guys,
right?
it's getting close. It's getting close. I've got to go. We're going to go out and grab. We're going to go
TikTok,
and grab a
I've
few
heard that. Great
supplies.
service.
All right, Mark. This is too close.
Thank you,
Hey,
Dave,
Mark.
for sharing my house photos for all
Oh, you're
those that
very
were
welcome.
interested.
Yeah, see
Nice
you Friday.
place. Nice place.
See you Friday.
Drive careful.
See you.
We'll
see you
we'll
hopefully
show
soon,
Mark's
Doc.
house on the way out.
Did I hear you
At
swam
least,
500
at least
meters,
his
Mark?
living room. There he is. He's hiding back behind there.
Yeah, I think you did.
Very nice
You
place.
said that's pretty good. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
There's a story
yeah,
of a man named Brady.
500 meters last night. So I'll just try to up. Oh no, I've got my house guest. I told him to bring his speedo, so we'll see.
couldn't
I
What
have this
500
this
meters.
motley
Fucking
crew here
chase.
too.
Oh.
Who is that?
Oh my God. Hang on, I was just 8.
see you, Bill.
Sportsman. That's where we
All right,
we
Mark.
went to the
Take it
Sportsman's
easy,
that
brother.
day.
All right.
Have a
Cheers,
good one.
all.
Have a
Okay,
good
see
day.
you, Mark.
All
Bye.
right. Yeah, I don't know. What have we been? 2 hours and 15 minutes.
See you, Jiu-Jitsu, passport.
I think I want to go. I think I want to eat. What time is it?
Thanks for
almost
letting me come on
11:30.
and-
Yeah, I think.
I'm
What's
not
that?
hungry.
What's that?
I'm
Thanks
not
for letting
hungry.
me come on. Ramble.
Did you see the? Now we have a new thing here. It says brand new, background music, brand new looping. Here's acoustical, cinematic.
So you're talking about?
Can you hear it? Here's dance pop,
Yeah, you can hear it. Oh, so
and that
probably
could put
because you're
on
hosting.
daydreaming.
Noodle time sounds good.
Thank you.
Ty Watts here has some great noodles outside.
And you can make it as quiet as you want.
Well, I could have done it last night in Tree Town. Oh my God, the bar like competing with each other.
Anyway, that's a new option, a new deal they have in StreamYard. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to end it. It's been 2 hours and 16 minutes.
Yeah,
let
go
me
eat,
see.
Dave.
I
Go
think I
eat.
will. Hey, Passport, take it easy. Greg, I hope you learned anything that we can find out for you. We'll try to find out. Take it with a grain of salt. Always check into everything. But I think that's the way to go if you just don't want to be bothered, If I wouldn't have went the way I did, I would have done the same thing. Hey, Gary, Tom, Al, everybody in the chat, I really appreciate you coming by. Bill, who else did I miss? David and Sarin, Passport, if you're not gone already. I think I caught everybody so much. Brock, of course, and Mitch. So if you guys want to say goodbye, now would be the time.
Bye.
All right, guys. I will. Thanks for coming. Thanks to all the subscribers. Thanks for the new subscribers. I got a few in, and
Awesome.
I appreciate it. It's kind of
Thanks for
cool.
the new background, Mark.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Catch you on the next one.
Nice.